magic aura on him anymore, but otherwise he's pretty much the same. Yeah, so if you want to toss the rock, that's fine with me. We can see if anything comes out of there.
And Takala says it's firm ground and he's confident there's no trap, at least up until this point. But if you want to throw something in there.
Gonna toss as the biggest rock I can find in there.
Okay. Let's see. He chucks a couple different rocks in there, and they just sort of land with a loud poof, hitting the ground. You can see that the leaves are piled higher and deeper than you thought. There's like a solid 2-foot pile of old, wet, really dried and very... They're all brown. There's no orange or reds or anything pretty to it. It's a massive brown, sticky, wet leaves.
Could I do a knowledge nature to see if there's anything natural about the leaves being placed here? I mean, I wouldn't think so. It's underground.
Sure.
But if I can tell anything about them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're confident that they're not natural, but they are all of the species of tree that is planted and lives in Torch. So they are not from very far away.
Think that whenever they would teleport up, they would just grab whatever was nearby, including leaves. They just sorted it.
There's almost a reverence to it. There's sort of these rolling hills of leaves, and it seems like they sort of placed each one by hand. It doesn't look like a helter-skelter leaf pile raked up in the yard. Yeah. You know, it looks like they set each one down here. I don't know.
Was the other room of the garbage, was it kind of helter-skelter, or?
The garbage looked more like things were randomly placed, and it looked more messy, frankly. Some things were in piles.
Can I start to detect magic and see if there's any magical auras in the area down there?
Sure.
Doink.
Yeah, you are not picking up any magic in the area.
Well, what the hell? I'll go poke around.
There he goes.
McGinnis will saunter up there, you know, look carefully, not trying to get in trouble, but he'll move up there and start poking through these leaves.
Okay.
Gabriella will carefully follow a few steps, about 5 steps behind him.
Morgana's gonna stay in the back. She's gonna pull out her crossbow.
Okay. Takala says he can see the end of the room to the southwest with his dark vision. He says he just sees more leaves and stalagmites. That's about it.
Do we... I guess I'll start digging through some of the leaves next to me, see if poke around in them with my cane.
Yeah, I'll start rooting around too.
Okay. You can roll perception.
Oof.
Not great. Also not great.
That 27 from McGinnis, though.
Yeah.
I'm on my game.
Okay. McGinnis pretty quickly in the leaves finds a small solid object, a couple of them, in a little tight area that have fallen apart, but he thinks they're attached, and he moves some leaves aside, and you see a long dead gremlin, a very dried, desiccated corpse.
So these are graves.
Looks like a barrow of some sort.
Okay.
Is it covered in jewels and finery?
Oh, no. No. They rather ruthlessly loot each other.
Morgana's gonna go, well, if they're all graves, suppose we have a few more bodies to add to the pile.
Yeah.
Gabriella turns to her and says, I like the way you think, and starts just kind of walking back up the hill, not concerned.
So done with this room?
I mean, it's up to McGinnis and stuff if he wants to keep looking around.
Yeah, I think he'd kick around in a few leaf piles just looking for anything of value, but not going to waste time, certainly.
You will find many other gremlin bodies in here. A couple dozen. All pretty old, some of them newer, but most of them have been in here for months, years.
Shall we check the other direction?
I think it
I
prudent.
think so.
Down here,
Yeah.
lead the way.
Okay. Tokala says he sees passage, the dark vision. It definitely goes at least 60 foot south, but he thinks it opens up to the east from there. He says, whoa, that's not stone.
I think we found our wall.
You found the wall.
Can I use my knowledge engineering and see if there's anything I can
Definitely.
immediately tell? All right,
Anybody
awesome.
who's got knowledge engineering should check it out. It is, the barbarians call it sky metal. The proper, do you have the normal android language now?
I do. I have the Androthan.
The proper word is translate to glaukite. It's a type of material called glau, but it really closely resembles titanium, and it's an
Okay.
advanced alloy. And this is a lot of it.
More than like I've ever seen like in a long time. I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably the most extravagant use of sky metal you've ever seen is since Torch has some really skilled blacksmith and used to have a really hot forge, you could, for a lot of money, buy a glaukite longsword or something like that. It would cost as much as adamantine because it would function like that. It's very unbreakable practically. But this is, I don't know, 3,000 longswords worth of glaukite.
Morgan's gonna turn to the rest, going, I think we should maybe check back in, rest up before heading on deeper into the structure. Don't know what could be beyond here.
Also, you
idea.
notice that there is a square in the center that if you have knowledge engineering and a background, frankly, any android will look at this wall and see the square in the center as a door.
Yep.
And there is a smaller square, about 6 by 8 inches, a foot to the right of the door. Right around there. And it's just a kind of curved cornered rectangle on the wall.
How big is it?
6 by 8 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is
never
it
seen
just a
it.
smooth?
Well, you can see the
Smooth,
lines,
like-
but yeah. Anybody here have any craft in armor smithing or weaponsmithing or anything like that?
Just
I
not yet.
have craft in I think it's just technology, mechanical craft.
Yeah. You can roll it.
Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Well, generally, dwarven craftsmanship is considered the finest. They have ways of stacking up a stone wall, building a door, building a tunnel. Anything they build is really subtle, and they love to make a wall that's made out of 10,000 bricks looks like it's one giant flat piece of stone, and they're really clever at it. So that craftsmanship is known, even if its technique is unknown. You know, you see things and think, that's dwarven. This is like definitely one giant chunk of metal, except for these two squares, which are the same type, but the seams on this are so small. All of this fits together so perfectly. And if it fit together any more perfectly, the door would just be invisible. You know, this is deliberate that these lines are sort of here. They're sort of a tiny couple millimeter wide bevel around the little square. Otherwise, you just wouldn't know it was there.
Mhm.
So we need to talk to Seth to get through here. Is that correct? Is that what I remember?
I think so. And this is where Val's father went, right? I asked Val.
He described going through a wall, but he didn't say how.
Does Val know how? I asked her.
She says, I don't. My dad's the expert on technology.
I don't
Yeah.
think it'll be hard to figure out. I just don't want to rush things. I'd rather take it slow and methodical and come out alive on the other side.
I'm a big fan of living.
Takala, go ahead. No.
You guys, while he's not here, volunteering him for everything.
I think it's best
Um,
we report back in. Let them know
yeah,
that
that
we
works.
did our task.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go pay him a visit.
While we're walking back, I want to ask Val like more details about where her father and her were before they came to this town. Like, how did he get assigned to the town of Torch?
He said, my tribe was slaughtered for reasons I'd never understood by the Technic League. I was 8 or 9 years old, and I remember my village burning and lots of horrible things happening around me. And then Connor grabbed me and just snuck me out of there somehow. I think turned us invisible and just ran me out in the middle of this chaos and adopted me, and I've lived in Torch ever since.
Okay. I didn't realize he wasn't your biological father.
Now he might as well be. All my real relatives are dead.
Sorry to hear that, but it seems you're very lucky to have
I am.
gotten with Connor.
So, wasn't the place we're going to check in back down the tunnel over here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we took a turn. I was following you guys.
I don't know where everyone's going.
I got lost in the conversation
Oh, yeah.
and stumbled the wrong way.
You head down the tunnel, you find her and her people here waiting. And she says many gremlin screams were heard. Is it done?
And a few loud bangs at that.
It's also true.
It's done all right.
Okay.
They won't be troubling you anymore.
Great.
Do you happen to have a anywhere we could rest, or perhaps something we could use to tend to our companions' wounds here? And I point at Takala.
He's gone mute, in fact.
I ain't feeling so hot myself.
She turns to her tribe and says something in a language I'm fairly certain no one speaks. Undercommon.
I actually might have that one. Hang on. No, I don't have Undercommon. I have Abyssal. And
Okay.
She says that upgrade.
She says a few words, and two of the skulks zip off to the south and come back with looks like a couple of backpacks. Surfacer backpacks, definitely. And she opens them up and sets them down, and she says, whatever is here we took from your surfacers who came and attacked us, but you may have it as payment for the gremlins.
You're a downright honorable woman. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
thank
see.
you.
You guys have a group loot somewhere?
yes.
Its sheet has switched to the wrong sheet. This is a thing that happens whenever I update the Pathfinder loot sheet thing. I can't figure that out. It's good times. Alright. So, I think I'm just going to make this available to you guys so you can look at it. And this is everything she gives you. And it should be in the PC folder called Seth's Treasure. And man,
Woo-wee.
everything in these backpacks has been taken out and stuffed back in forcibly.
Motherfucker. If I had known we were gonna get scrolls of that, I would have taken it.
So it
Yeah,
goes.
same here. I have shield as well.
Well, actually, I don't have shield.
Uh,
No, no,
um, so the
Morgana inhales a scroll.
she can do that.
Gavrilla already has
She
shield.
will.
Yeah, I learned that formula. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone doesn't mind, Morgana will go ahead and take the scrolls.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
I'm a
want the
wizard now.
what does the MW mean on the buckler and the leather armor?
Those are masterwork. They are quite nice.
And what's the command to pull it over?
You might just be able to drag it, or click the little loot box. I don't know. It probably looks different to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the brown card there?
Switching the view a little bit.
What is
I do see that
that
card.
little item?
It says swipe terminal. So yeah, I asked her. I hold it up to Seth and say, "What's this?" While we're digging through the bags.
Seth says, all I know about those is that they can take you through the wall, but it is very dangerous beyond the wall. We don't go there anymore, so we have no need for those.
What did you find when you did go there?
She turns to the couple of the skulks, and they all look at her and sort of shake their heads and look at the brown cards, and she says, we lost several of our people, and the survivors said that there were skeletons with 4 arms.
Okay. Forearm skeletons. Got it.
4 arms. Okay.
Well, no idea what that is. Don't have any skills in knowledge religion anymore.
McGinnis picks up the buckler and starts fiddling with it to see if he can make it work with his wearing it and still load and fire his pistol.
Okay.
I doubt it. I think it goes along with like a rapier, and it counts as having a hand free, but it's still a shield on your arm.
For whatever reason, it doesn't let me click it or drag it out or anything.
Actually, it says you can see if you can drag the stuff to your sheet.
Yeah, it
Won't
let me
let
do
you do
that
that?
either.
Okay. Buckler says you can use a bow or crossbow without penalty, so I'm fine with you reloading a pistol.
Nice.
You know, if y'all don't mind, I might see if this saves me a few scrapes.
Oh yeah, take it for sure.
Much obliged.
If Takala wakes up, I think maybe we should offer him the studded leather.
I think actually looks over at Takala, who's muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got on. Huh?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the leather, feeling it over. Finely made. Perhaps.
Shows up just in time for treasure.
Convenient.
Did we figure out how to move stuff from here to our sheet, or no?
I mean, you should be able to. I don't know why it won't let you, but we'll figure it out. You
still
might,
won't
let's see. I think I might have to grant you guys individual permissions rather than blanket ones. Let me try that.
Mm-hmm.
So, none. And then owner. Give it a try now. You should be able to select yourself over on the left and loot things.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
We got loot. We killed everything, and we're getting.
I got
presents.
that part, but how? Is there a tab or something I'm supposed to be looking at here for the loot?
It's in
Or
the
is it
PCs
under-
folder, and it's called Seth's Treasure.
Yeah, the drag and drop's not working. That's cool. I'll just add it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I guess you might have to. It's very
Don't worry
strange.
for me either.
Studded leather.
I also take one of the potions of, I guess, Cure Light Wounds and motion towards Sakala. That you should probably take one of these. He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, I'm still gotta figure out how a lot of this stuff works. It could be that this
Happens.
mod is just bugging out because
Yeah.
the mod has not been updated.
No worries. Still really cool.
Well, if I can't get that mod working reliably, I'll just put stuff in the sheet like normal, but... It would have been so cool, man.
Yay, shield. My spellbook is gonna be so huge.
It can be. I was sort of stress testing Foundry when I first got it. I loaded one of our high-level wizards from Hell's Vengeance over with just mountains of spells at every level, and the sheet just popped open, popped closed, clicked everything. It never lagged.
Awesome.
It's amazing. Our high-level spellcasters in Roll20 can barely open their sheets. They hate opening their sheets because they're like, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom and get a drink. It's opening.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, I'm like my Hell's Vengeance game. They don't even have many spells, and it's already like struggling a bit.
Yep. Yeah, sooner or later we're all going to Foundry. There's no way Roll20 will catch up to them anytime soon. Okay. So, what's next?
Do we want to rest or do we want to go behind the wall now?
I think
Be
we
on the
ought.
clock with this water breathing.
You are on the clock
Yeah.
with your water breathing. I actually have, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a calendar and a clock that has in-game time. And you guys entered the caves at 6 p.m. It's now 8:42 p.m.
So we have like 3 hours left, right?
You have about 2 each.
Yeah. Down some potions. Let's go.
Sprint towards the
Yeah,
wall.
we got people that might be needing our help.
Okay.
Reload just sprints.
Is there a cure light that Val could carry? She is only down a little bit, but if she got hit, she would.
Yeah, the only thing I took from Seth's treasure was 2 scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't take anything.
So call a little strip naked and start putting on the new armor.
You don't actually have to get naked to put on a Masterworks studded breastplate.
He chooses to.
Yeah,
It's a real wild man. I like it.
I thought that might be a part of it. Oh, and
So it is true what they say about the barbarians in Numeria.
the cards.
What is it that they say?
We are hung like stallions.
Huh.
Oh, God.
Or is this not what you meant?
Yeah, I just meant that you had good taste in armor, but good point.
I like that, at least on the map, too. I can't see you guys in the place I'm at on the map, so I'm just imagining you're hanging out back there while he's changing, discussing this by yourselves.
Just wanted to keep him company with all these weird underground dwellers around here. Take a shot at him with his armor off.
It's nice of you, just very, very thoughtful. Good person to have in your adventuring party.
So, waiting for everyone else to get in here, but with my knowledge of how these kinds of things work, along with the card and everything,
Mhm.
would I be able to figure out how to open the door?
Yeah, make me a knowledge engineering check.
Nice.
Did we win? Oh, yeah, we did. Well, it... Is everyone taking one of the cards? Are you splitting them up? Putting them all in a big pile and putting it in someone's pocket and then jumping off a cliff?
Oh, we
I'll
have
definitely have one
4
on me.
cards, you said?
I think there's 5 in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll take one. Gavrilo throws his card at the wall.
Okay. It sort of flutters and falls on the ground right in front of you. It's a terrible throwing object.
No, come on, I can throw anything.
Right, but it just doesn't quite fly right. You'd have to practice and get...
Okay.
Like Gambit, you'd have to get really good at throwing cards.
True.
Also, with Seth's treasure, do we want to add the currency just to the main treasure dude? Like the group loot one?
I think so.
That way we just kind of have like a running, we have our personal loot or whatever, personal gold, and we have kind of a running tally of like group ones that we can all pull from if need be.
Was that the gold from Steph's treasure? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 'cause there's like a bunch.
Yeah, I can go in the group loot. That's fine.
Alright, I'll go
Yeah,
ahead and
I
add
didn't
it.
even notice that. Good call.
Oh yeah, wow, the
I
platinum
wondered,
piece. I
I
didn't see
wondered
that.
why you guys didn't comment on that at all.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely noticed. I was just Morgana
How many?
just
How many gold is
scoops
the platinum
coins
again?
into her pockets while no one's looking.
Yeah, Takala just kind of shrugs at it, like, ugh.
I'm not
It's
doing
just
it for
gold.
the money. I'm doing it for a shitload of money.
Morgana goes, unfortunately, spells are expensive.
No, I
How
think
many gold pieces is a platinum again?
10.
10.
Okay.
I added it all to the group loot,
Oh,
dude.
did someone take the Masterwork Thieves tools?
I did not.
See, the group loot one I can pull from, actually.
I would like those thieves tools.
You can pull from that one?
Take
I
them.
believe so. Let me pull
Okay.
this
Go
lamp
for
out.
it.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna not follow...
Oh. It says you must loot items from a token.
Maybe I have to have a token selected? Or maybe I have to actually put the token on the ground. Here, I'll put Seth's
Maybe.
treasure on the ground. And group loot
Okay.
on the ground.
I still can't with hers.
Yeah.
I wonder, let me see. If I look at you.
Clock's ticking. We're about to run out of air, guys.
Yeah,
Just saying.
let's keep running.
Okay.
What happened
Right.
with the healing potions? Who took what?
I just took the scrolls, that's all I have.
I can hold on to cure moderate wounds if you want. Doesn't. I can also make my own cure potion, so maybe someone else should hold one.
I'll take one.
Sounds good.
I guess I'll take one too.
Still have mine
Cool.
from above, so I'm good.
Yeah, and I have a alchemical one I made. So.
So is it the cure moderate or the cure light that I'm taking?
I think Val took the light, or
She asked if she could, but she doesn't really have it yet. You guys can put it wherever you want.
You can have the light, gives Takala the moderate, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, Takala's our only melee.
Tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're so screwed.
Yeah, so
Right.
you
Well,
get
I can deal
moderate.
with melee with the mutagen if you need someone. So.
So, looking at this door, is it gonna be the card come into play, or?
You suspect that the little panel has something to do with it.
Okay. I'll go over to the little panel,
As
place-
you...
yeah.
Oh, 1 second here. I gotta
Mhm.
mess with my volume settings so I don't... What? Cool, they're just not there. Alright. As you approach, you have the card in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You get within a couple of feet of it, and the 6 by 8 inch panel clicks and recedes maybe a quarter of an inch backward into the wall, and then instantly slides up so quickly it's just out of sight. And you see a couple of buttons and looks like a swipe slot. Place to insert the card.
Morgana will insert the card.
Okay. The 2 lights light up, and there is one that says lock, and the other says open, and they both light up with the card placed inside them. There's just a little faint white glow all around you as it lights up.
Morgana will look at the door, look back at her companions, and press open.
You hear a eh.
Fuck.
According to the little icon there, you think it might be locked.
Maybe press the other one.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe
press the lock
unlock
button.
it.
See if it unlocks.
It's sort of a symbol more than a linguistic thing, but as soon as you press the lock thing, you hear a bunch of machinery moving inside the wall, and you hear a click and a couple of clunks.
I'll press the open.
Okay.
So, I don't see Takala. I don't know if he's here or not.
Oh, where'd the group go? I was trying to put stuff in my.
Hang on, I'm gonna
my
speed.
inventory.
I'm gonna just whip you across the map real quick.
Great.
Hold on to your butts. Okay. He is here. He still needs some healing, though.
Yeah.
Don't look so hot there, partner. You ought to pound that potion.
All right. And
The doors quickly slide in 2 pieces, which you didn't expect. There was no visible seam in the center, but upwards and downwards, leaving a open passage that looks like possibly the cleanest room and set of surfaces you have ever seen in any of your lives. Not a speck of dust anywhere. Can't tell if the surfaces are metal or stone. It's just strange material everywhere. It's very strange.
Gabriela would kind of start testing the material on the sides here that we can see, just touching it, trying to see if he can tell what it is at all. Would knowledge nature tell me anything about the surfaces or anything?
It is... Oh, sorry. I think the sound's going to kick on suddenly for you guys here, so let me know if it's too loud. But, your question was what again?
Would a knowledge nature tell me anything about whether I've seen something similar to this in the world? I guess not, because metal's not really nature.
No, you've never seen it. Well, no, the answer is definitive. You've never seen anything like this anywhere.
Morgana kind of keeps her head down a little bit, looking a little uncomfortable, but continuing on.
Okay.
Takala is standing outside of the door. I do not wish to go in. It is foul.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like this before.
Let's have a knowledge engineering check here.
Yep.
And Gavrilo turns to Takala and says, come on, man, it's probably plenty of robots here for you to kill. Just think of your family.
You speak my language, Gabrielo. And he'll walk in, but still looking nervous.
Natural 20, Morgana?
Yep.
You briefly, and unless you stop me, I'm just going to say this where everybody can hear it, but you have a little flashback.
Okay.
As you guys step inside and everyone's just sort of looking in all directions, evaluating, Morgana puts her hand on the wall and has a memory of being slammed face first into a wall just like this and catching herself on her hands. And it's just an instant of it, but you remember feeling like the entire floor, wall, ceiling had just shifted 5 feet to the left, and you were all thrown against the wall or on the ground. There were others around you, but it's all blurry, and that's it. It's a split-second memory, And there was a sound associated with it that was a huge rending and tearing of gigantic amounts of metal. It was the loudest sound you'd ever heard. And you're standing here, back in the present, looking at the thickness of this wall. When the doors recede, these walls are several feet thick, and they are all of this almost impossible to manufacture metal. And then you step into this chamber, and there's machinery everywhere that's partially constructed out of it too, and another set of equally stout doors.
I think we should move out of this room.
Yes, let's keep going.
Also, this door is slightly off kilter, and it's making my OCD go crazy, so I'm moving it. There we go. Messing with my OCD.
I got you covered. Go for it.
There's another swipe panel.
Alright. I'll head over to it and
Just
stick the
holding
card
a card nearby causes the slot to open.
Yep.
Inserting the card, the buttons light up, and this door is locked.
I'll unlock it. I'll motion for Val to come inside first.
Okay. Indeed, as you unlock this door, you hear the same sort of clunking and sliding sounds.
I suppose I should be near the front in case something is on the other side.
Should.
Yeah, boy, get on up there.
Also, for us, the door didn't open yet.
Nope, it only unlocked.
Okay. Oh, cool. Alright. Okay. Yep. Open. Pressing the button. And running back.
Okay. The door behind you shuts, and there's just a briefest instant, and the next door opens.
Gabriel doesn't like that. He looks back and wonders if there's any way we can make that other door open. He asks Morgana, given that she seems to know how things work here, did you know that door was going to close?
They can't both be open.
She says that with certainty, and she feels quite certain of it, and then she thinks, how do I know that? But you're sure of it. You're absolutely sure these doors will not open at the same time. Or if they did, for some reason you think it would be catastrophic.
She just kind of shakes her head a little bit and then continues forward.
Takala kind of crab walks under the door, like sideways, staring up at the door just to make sure it's not going to slam down on him.
Nice.
Okay. Now let's see. I use one of you for visual testing on the next map. I need to make sure you don't have, like, random tokens scattered around stupid places, because I'm a slob. Okay, I think we're good. Let me just clear the Fog of War memory, and I think you guys are ready. This passage narrows and comes to another door pretty quickly. And you'll also notice, you should be hearing it in your browsers, but your characters are hearing a strange sort of background noise. It's not that different from the cave. You know, the water and the distance in the cave creates a sort of thunderous kind of sound. But this is different. It's a constant, very steady, never fluctuating up or down kind of rumble.
You guys hear that?
Am I supposed to just be like in a 2-square illumination area right now?
Yeah, you're in a tiny spot and your tokens may be piled on top of each other.
Morgana was just kind of in a hurry. Open the door.
Okay. You find another swipe spot and you unlock and open. You see another small chamber.
And I say to Miguel,
These doors
I hear that.
are only a couple inches thick and they open and close quicker. And they make kind of less noise overall. And you see to the north and south, you see debris.
I'd like to examine one closer. Debris.
Either one of these north and south passages look like it might have been a hallway, but strangely enough, this indestructible metal that supposedly is hard to break as adamantite is crushed. Like it's light copper framing under someone's boot, just crushed. Those two passages are pinched absolutely shut.
Gonna
Yeah,
clutch
hell
at for
Say-
just a moment. Kind of gonna clutch at her head for a second. Shake herself out of it again.
Yeah. You will have that same flashback kind of recurring to you. It's as if the world is just shaking. You're in one of these hallways, and yeah. At some point, you'll probably have one of those so severe that you're certain you hit your head hard on either a wall or maybe even a ceiling because you are all being flung around like rag dolls.
Let's keep going.
There's another door and another panel that is on the east wall.
Okay.
I'll
I'd
do
put-
much the same as I have for the other doors.
Okay. Hear the unlocking mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
And... Oh, I need to turn on... Whoops, I accidentally shows that. Sorry. Val, your token. I gotta move Val's token out of there. It's causing me to click all kinds of shit. Okay. Now, Val's light, when the door opens, you hear a sort of low sound immediately in front of you, and you see this strange little white box with a hole on the front of it and a couple other holes on the side of it, and it looks like a couple of maybe saucepans or trash can lids attached to the upper sides of it, and it's just floating in the air, and you feel sort of a breeze on your face as if it's floating is causing air currents around it, and it's just sort of floating in the air in the doorway in front of you.
Can we all see this?
If you hop onto Val's token or behind it, you'll probably see it.
Okay. So I say to Takala, it's like a robot, right? Have you seen one of those before?
Robot! And he begins stomping forward with his axes out.
Whoa.
Seems like to
Come on,
me.
let's not get crazy in here.
Yeah, I say to him, hold on, Takala. I mean, gotta pick our fights carefully. Don't wanna
Takala,
make too
you
much
see there
noise
is
yet.
another one about 20 feet beyond it in the larger part of this room.
Morgana's just kind of gonna double check, make sure her crossbow's loaded and ready.
Does this seem hostile?
Nope, it's just floating there. Val says that's... Dad brought one of those back.
What is it?
He said it was some kind of creature. Some kind of construct or golem or... Dolga called it a golem. Dad called it a construct. He said it's not a golem in the traditional sense. But it
Did he
moves.
say it
Sky metal?
was dangerous?
I don't remember him saying that it was, but it did come back all bashed up.
I am going to. I don't know. I stay back and I say, I don't know. If it was bashed up, that's not a good sign. It might have attacked him at some point.
Well, do we have any other way we're going to go?
Maybe our cards
Floating,
will
right?
can use our
Yep.
cards on it.
I'm gonna try to go under it.
As Takala approaches it, even with his axe out, it very gently and steadily floats backwards away from him to the side.
Here's where I'm permitted to pass.
Are you closing doors behind you? You can. Or was that just an accidental click?
I think we might as well.
Accidental.
Morgana's gonna go off a little bit away from them, being pretty wary.
Let's
I'm
see.
gonna reach out and touch one of them.
The northern
Sure,
wall,
I-
the northern wall of this room has a tangle of what looks to be cages. They're sort of crushed, bent, and torn open metal cages, or maybe just bashed to pieces, slammed against the wall and floor. And there look like there might be some bones amongst the cage pieces. And there's a door to the south and a door to the east.
I reach out to one of the flying things and see if it'll let me touch it.
It floats away from you. It stays almost at least. It's sort of got like a 1 foot buffer around it. It won't let you come closer than that.
These things are creeping me out. Let me know if you want me to blast one.
I kind of do. I think you should, personally, but I'll leave it up to the group. That's Gavrilo's on the same page. He doesn't like these things around.
I am ready.
What are these bones that look like? How old are they? What are they of?
Sure. I don't know. Can I do a knowledge nature on that to see if I recognize them?
Sure. Show me which pile you go to.
Put down by McGinnis there.
Okay. And you hunt for a bone to examine. Okay. No. Quit that foundry. Okay.
I'll also do heal if that's more appropriate.
This is what we want. Okay. Boop. The floating guys, as you bend down to touch one of the bones, they instantly both turn and aim at Gavrilo, and a panel, the front of them opens up like a flower blooming, and something is fired out of them at him. We'll roll initiative. Because as soon as they start turning and aiming at you,
I knew I should have
guys
attacked
freak out.
first.
God damn it.
So let's see. We got to get everybody in combat. There you are. And if you haven't already rolled, let's just roll the NPCs. Roll Val.
Initiative again?
Oh, this is a Foundry feature. My son's group, which is a bunch of punk teenage kids. We found this mod that allows you to have a hype track that plays in Foundry when it's your turn in initiative. And
I haven't noticed.
the boys, frankly, have more fun with that than I think they do with anything else in Foundry. So if you guys ever want one of those, you can set it on your character sheet. There's a lot of choices, or if you had something specific in mind, I'll add it for you.
Good.
Some of them, McGinnis will take note, are quotes from famous westerns with Clint Eastwood or John Wayne.
Sweet.
And if you see one that says GBU, that stands for good, bad, ugly in the hype track list. All right, so it looks like first up is McGinnis. You almost feel these things turn, and as you're watching Gavrilo bend down, at the corner of your eye, you see them swivel, and you just look up and you're certain they're going to do something to him.
All right. Well, McGinnis was pretty much expecting these guys to do something. So he's already got his pistol out and he's got a hair trigger. And he is just going to straight up go up close and deadly and blast the one on the right.
Okay. Get him.
Didn't work out too well.
Okay. Well, let's see. Next, Gavrilo, the whole party is yelling at you. Look out!
Okay, so he's just gonna turn quickly, kind of duck down while throwing one of his. Sorry, I can't find it. I accidentally got rid of it, so I think I need to add it back now.
Oh, the bomb?
Yeah, I dragged it off the thing. 1 second.
Okay. If you right-click your token, it should be there as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry about that.
It's all right, man. We're all getting used to this platform. Oh, hey, look at that placement. Beautiful. Okay, and
Wow.
you have elected to roll amazing. So let's see if I
Yeah.
can do this.
So I got a crit, right?
You did.
So
God damn.
nice.
For some
And it's
reason-
no longer electrical at this point. I have to wait until later level. Right now it's just fire. So he throws a giant ball of fire expands out around, engulfing the
Awesome.
little flying dude.
There's a pretty potent explosion right in front of you, Morgana. Here goes this party again. He missed you this time, though.
I mean, I never got hit.
I know. You're one of the carpet bombers. If you guys had like a baseball jersey, that's what it would say. If you like as a team. Let's see. Yeah. It looks like it did a crap load of damage to it. You see it knocked back. And the element you're using right now is fire, or did you say?
Yeah, fire.
Okay. You see it is burned and blackened all over, and its panels that are open, aimed at you, are slightly bent back, and one of them is sort of hanging off loose. It definitely looks very damaged.
Nice.
Val was about to take a step forward, and she halts on her tippy toes with her sword held up against her chest as your explosion brushes against her face, blows her hair back, and she kind of side-eyes you to make sure that you're done throwing explosives. And then she 5-foots in and attacks this guy. No, that's going to hit, Val. It does. She drops it. Even with its DR. It is down. She just walks in and hammers it on one of its little discs on the side, and it spins and falls in a heap on the ground, and you see some sparks fly out of it and a couple popping and sizzling sounds. I don't know why they're in the initiative as.
Couple steps back.
There you go. It works. I don't know why they're in the initiative as medical drones or not, but I'll fix that later. This one is going to continue with what its original plan was, which is to apprehend the criminal. It fires on Gavrilo. And let's see, does that hit your CMD? It does. You are entangled. It fires what looks like a small clump of spears, and at mid-air they split and spread out, and this silvery steel net stretches between them, and it's actually somewhat comical if it wasn't actually dangerous. But Gavrilo is pinned to the wall, Looney Tunes style, by this net. Like, he still has an arm free in his head, and he's still moving, but it's just stuck him to the wall.
Great.
Tokala. This one right next to you did it. It did the thing.
Nobody hurts my friends.
Except me, or them when they hurt me. Oh man. Hit and hit. So let's see, I can do this and that. Bam! It looks extremely wounded. You bash into it twice, and it looks very torn up.
Alright, and then can I do a 5-foot step?
Yeah.
Perfect. Never
There.
mind.
Between it and Morgana.
Okay.
You got him, Morgana. He's in perfect color spray formation.
Oh,
You know, I was thinking it. No. I
Do it.
am going to -4 because I don't have precise shot. Standard action crossbow. Maybe if I programmed it right. Okay, here we go. Da-da. And then I'm putting in -4 because I'm fighting into melee. Nope.
Alrighty.
Then my move action, I'm gonna reload.
Okay. And they are done, so it's back to
Couple steps back.
McGinnis.
All right.
The boys pick much more obnoxious ones than that. That one's pretty subtle.
He just takes another shot at it. Regular.
Alright. Give it to him. Oh, no. That
Bummer.
ricochets off the ceiling and off a wall. So, Morgana, you get to experience being narrowly missed by a bullet about 3 times in a span of a split second.
And I'm pretty
Morgana
sure
is
that's
gonna
miss
point the
fire.
crossbow over at McGinnis. I could.
think that's a misfire,
No one would
which I
know.
don't quite remember what that does, but I'll read about that.
Right. No,
Yes, it is.
technically your gun may have just ceased to function for a minute. But yeah, we can look
You
that
just
up in a
broke your
second.
gun.
Gavrillo.
Yeah, so I'll try to free myself from this net. So what type of roll would that be?
It is a really difficult strength check. You might actually need help with it. Or escape artist.
I don't think I have that. Let me see.
You have a hand free, so you could still do a thing.
Can I do escape artist untrained?
You can. It's just basically a dex check. No. You try to move,
Okay.
and you feel the net tighten around you. Like, if anything, it somehow contracts, and you hear sort of a stretching and scraping sound. It's as if your own movement and physical exertion is generating energy, which is causing it to tighten around you.
Cool. So
Chinese
I
finger
realized
trap.
that I just try to go completely limp and see if I can slide out from under it.
That doesn't work either, but it doesn't get any tighter when you do that, and it's a little more comfortable when you completely relax.
So I guess I hang out there for a second, and then I just yell at the group like, "Guys, I think I need a little help here. Getting out when you're done with that other guy."
This is the danger, you guys, of everyone in. I mean, we all love the weapon finesse rule, but if there's no strong people in the group, you still got Takala. But if Takala ever gets entangled or in trouble, the rest of you are not going to be able to pull him out.
Well,
I'm a
actually, I
dex
could do
guy
a
too.
mutagen.
Oh,
I could
you're a
take
dex
my
guy too?
mutagen if I
Okay.
needed to.
That might be what happens at some point in the future. I'm just in the future, entangling you guys is going to be kind of hilarious.
So yeah, I guess that's my
Yeah.
turn.
Val will step over and do a little damage to this guy. Nope. That's a miss. And then on his turn, he actually 5 foot. Actually, he just turns and rams Tokala. He turns, and the little circles on the upper left and upper right side of the box turn towards you. Like they normally were sort of flat, and they turn towards you, and you hear a zzzz, and it just kind of you hear an explosion of air, feel a burst of air in the area, and it rams its entire body into Takala, or tries to. How good's your CMD?
Pretty good for me.
It well, actually, it hits on. I forget this hits on armor class, so it hits your breastplate. Like it crashes into Takala, and he gets hit in the chest, and he kind of holds it back with his weapons and slides back a foot or two, but he maintains his footing, and it doesn't go very far. And you don't take that damage. And now it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna growl in the face of the robot, even though I'm pretty sure it doesn't understand me. And I'll do a
Yeah, I
quick
understood
little
you.
Morgana,
pop
can you
with-
translate that growl?
I hate robots. All right, quick little pop with the weapons just to get a little space there, and then swing upwards with them, trying to strike the wings.
Okay. That is going to hit and then miss. So we'll apply that damage, and it's actually enough to drop it.
Nice.
They collapse back in a heap,
And then I'm
and
gonna
there's some
walk over
sparks
to
and
give her-
popping noises coming from them. And you are out of combat.
Okay,
We
I
try to
could
help
go ahead
Gavrillo.
and clear my weapon. It's just a standard action for me to do that. So
Okay. Yeah, happy Takala's there trying to help me out, get out of this net. Although I do have one bad thing is that if he assists me, I have the paranoid drawback.
Uh-oh.
So I kind of don't trust you while you're doing this. So if you try to aid me, you have to get above a 15, not a 10.
I love it.
Okay.
Even me, huh?
Let's see it.
Even me.
Let's see it.
Alright, what do I roll?
Especially you. You might be the spy.
Everyone
Could
can
be.
be spy.
If you're going to try to
Whatever.
muscle him out of there, strength.
Alright. This.
Ooh. Well, you see Takala come up and pull on one side of the net, and it tightens around Gavrilo's chest and arm, and with Gavrilo's free arm, he slaps Takala's hand and goes, "Nope!" And Takala's like, "I am
trying to
trying..."
help.
Yeah, that is the conversation. And Gavrilo has one arm free and is trying to slap you away. Can't seem to help himself. He's sort of kind of panicked in the net. Like, no, get away. Stop. You'll make it worse. And Tokala's like,
Can
I got
try
it.
to
I'm going to
cut
pull
it
down
with
here.
the net?
What will you try to cut
Can I
it
try
with?
to cut the net with my sword cane?
Gavrilo?
Yeah.
You will make me a dex check to draw the weapon. It may not be in the most convenient place. Nope, you were unable to reach it. You see, Gavrilo, you're not sure if he's thinking about cutting Tokala or the net, but he's reaching for his sword and he can't reach it.
So Gavrilo gets frustrated and he starts eyeing one of his bombs, considering if he should self-detonate to get out, since that's all he knows.
Takala lines up his axe and says, "Now hold still."
Morgana rolled knowledge engineering.
I'm just watching.
This is fascinating.
Oh, for crying out loud, McGinnis says, and he starts grabbing and trying to pull on it. And get you out of
Okay, roll.
strength.
No, you got so you have to see if
God.
you can aid me in the first place.
This is not going to TPK because it doesn't do any damage, but this could defeat the party.
Ah, he got it. 15.
McGinnis starts pulling on one side, and Gavrilo's like, "Yes, pull there. Yes, that's where you pull," and it doesn't do anything.
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna go poke around.
I guess I'll take my muted in. I motion towards them. I say, well, I just say, you guys, I do have a potion here that would increase my strength a bit. It might make me a little dumber though.
Maybe there's a
I've been
button
experimenting
in
with
this,
something.
By
maybe
all
if we
means.
look in the rubble
motion
here.
at
We
you.
can find a way to turn these things off or something. Can I search the?
Yeah, I like that idea better.
Like maybe there's a key in there or something.
Okay.
So I'll just poke around in the rubble of this dead, whatever it is.
Which one? Where at?
The one that shot him. I think that was the one on the right.
I think it was this one over here that shot him. Maybe I remember that wrong, but sure. You go to the one. You could definitely get the one that shot him. And
I'll search.
you pull up one of the panels that's sort of bent back, and you feel it pulling against you. Like it's hard to pull it open. And inside, you see pieces moving.
Oh, we got a live one.
It's not doing anything hostile,
Shoot it.
but the parts that are bent and blasted are slowly curving back into shape.
Oh shit.
Hey, this I don't know. This doesn't look good. It's still ticking in there.
I just yell at him. Shoot it again.
Can I just like wedge something into gears and try and jam them up?
Okay. I mean, you can make to try and figure out how to inhibit it. That would be knowledge engineering. And
Morgana will come over and
she's standing right there, but she was laughing, so she didn't really take a look at first. But you can now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. You don't know.
So since Takala's in front of me, I'm gonna try to direct him towards my mutagen bottle and ask him if he can pour it in my mouth, so I can get
Okay,
the
but
strength
before
one going.
that, can I take a look at the net itself and see if there's anything that I can do?
Sure.
I'm pretty good at disabling devices and such.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Is
Go ahead and
it
roll
the
disable
same
on it.
thing? Sweet. And I just got a new masterwork thieves tools. So that should give me +2 to what I rolled.
Okay, pretty good.
So add 2 to that.
You, first of all, Gavrilo has calmed down a little bit and lets you help. And you take out a couple of tools. You pin part of it in place. You put a little vice grip over here. You say, I think I can pry this corner up, and then you can try to wiggle out the top. And Gavrilo, you can attempt another escape. He starts to wiggle up, and it seems like he's partially getting out of it, but then he slips and falls sideways. And now he's kind of suspended sideways on the wall. He still has his hands sticking out, and his other hand sticking out the bottom, and his feet are sticking out the side. And his face now has net over it, and he looks unhappy.
You are hopeless, my friend. And I'll try to grab his mutagen and take it up to his mouth and
I think in the
let him
meantime,
have a drink.
McGinnis would be sticking his knife in those ears, trying to stop him.
Okay. Roll me a weapon attack with that. Auto hits, auto crits. They can be critically hit. Go ahead and do one more of those.
Ain't my day.
Well, let's see.
Our days.
You look for the part that is sort of glowing, sparking, and you feel a strange sensation through the knife blade as you jam it into the center of this thing. All the hair on your arm stands up, and you feel all your muscles in your forearms and your shoulders flex, and your teeth grit. And just for a second, you guys see McGinnis kind of go, ugh! And then there's sort of a pop, and a little bit of smoke starts coming out of the robot, and the net relaxes, and Gavrilo falls sideways onto the floor.
Thank you.
It's like getting hit by a mule.
Yeah, it's probably like a couple of points of non-lethal damage. We won't worry about it. It'll come back quick enough, but it sort of zapped you.
Alright, we've wasted enough time. We need to hurry.
Did I end up drinking the mutagen?
No. You know how
Okay.
it works, and if you didn't think it would help. This happened pretty quickly.
Okay.
We're ready to go deeper.
Yeah. Did I ever get that knowledge nature on the bone?
You can try now. You think you'll be less inhibited than you were?
Just try to roll it. I think I'm lagging a bit here. Let me try again. Oh, there we go.
20.
Okay. Knowledge nature, you got a total of 20. Whew. This bone could be a lot of things, but you are unable to identify it. This is no animal you've ever seen or heard of or read about or seen a bone of.
Interesting.
It's a
Yeah, so
small, could be mammal, you're not sure. It doesn't exactly look like a mammal or a reptile or any known critter bone. It's just definitely some critter's bone. It's organic. It's a white, calcareous sort of looking bone.
Well,
Okay.
if there's nothing obviously useful in here, yeah, let's keep looking.
Well, Morgana's gonna
AFK, 10
wait for
seconds.
people to get into place, and then pull the lever.
Sounds good. And I thank McGinnis while I'm next to him for saving me from that net. So that's some quick thinking you had there.
Okay, back.
My pleasure.
So,
Uh,
let's see. You can roll perception rolls in this room while he's examining the bone, and you guys are kind of sorting yourselves out. McGinnis, there are some whole items in the debris around this room. It's not just animal bones.
Ooh, I got some here.
You find a couple of doodads.
Yeah. Anyone recognize this stuff?
Let's see, since this didn't work before, I'm just going to move this loot back to where it actually goes, and then I'm going to give you guys permission to see this other loot. And since none of it works, I'm just going to give everybody full view permissions of it. And Foundry's going to weirdly teleport me across the map. Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, weird. Okay, so if you look down in the loot section, there should be something called B3 debris loot. And that's what you want to take a look at, I think.
What the hell is this stuff? Got some pliers. I know what that is, but this stuff's weird.
I smell. I pick up what's labeled as a battery here, and I just kind of smell it a little bit.
Give it a lick.
Morgana is gonna like snatch it from you, going, "Don't get too friendly with it."
Don't give it a lick.
What is this thing, Morgana?
She kind of like turns it over in her hand a bit, going, "Not 100% sure, but I know it's connected to all of this stuff. We should move on. We don't have long."
Yeah, why don't you take that stuff?
Yeah, Morgana will take the yeah, everything from the B3.
Okay.
Except for the gold, which goes in group loot.
Yep.
And what was engineering check to identify the stuff? Or did we do it? We didn't do it.
I didn't do one yet. She just said, "I think it's connected." Here is one though. Maybe.
What did the e-pics look like?
The epochs, there should be a little icon for it if you open it up, but it looks like a weird little screwdriver. Like the handle of a screwdriver without the actual blade of it.
I'm gonna reload
Okay.
my browser real quick.
Is anybody else experiencing like lag right now in Foundry?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Okay. I'm going to, let's see, stay on Discord, but let's just reboot the Foundry computer. Because when I gave you guys permission to that thing, it just, like, caused a massive cascade of lag. Remote control this guy. Oh yeah, it's listing a bunch of errors. Cool. Alright, so that should have kicked everybody off Foundry. And now it should be booting back up. And let me switch on Iron Gods. Go, go, go. You should be able to log back in now. Okay, it's working again. Come on back in. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
I think we just found a mega bug. Alright, so an E-pick. Let's see, did you actually get the engineering check in before it died?
I don't know if it went.
You didn't
I'm
yet.
not sure. Okay. I still loading in because my internet's slow.
Okay. So Colin's back in. He's able to roll. Guinness is in. But yeah, grippers are just big, sort of fireplace tong-sized pliers. They're very strong, and they're made of this metal that is nigh indestructible.
Is this metal? It's not the same as adamantine, is it?
No, but if in a competent smith's hands, it can be forged into something that is that good, that resistant to damage, and that able to cut through DR. Currently, I don't think you guys know a smith who can work it, but supposedly the torch forge, when it worked, was hot enough to manage it.
In that hallway, was there like chunks of this metal from the collapsed portions?
There's most everything that's in debris in here is some other substance, like a softer metal, and then something else that it's hard to identify, but it's sort of brittle. It's both strong and also seems bendable and crappy. It's plastic, but your characters don't quite understand what it is.
Back in the hallway back here, you said it collapsed.
Yes.
Was there any back there?
Oh
That's
no, those hallways were just squished. So it's all
so
mashed
there's no,
together
like,
in one
chunks
mangled.
of it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay.
I am keeping my eye out for more of that metal.
Well, sure. It's difficult to do anything with it, but if you could, it'd be valuable.
Still loading because my internet's slow. That's
Okay.
rural Ohio for you.
Awesome. Got a bunch of friends that live in Cincinnati.
Nice. I'm on the opposite end of Ohio.
Oh, I bought my car in Columbus, I think.
Nice.
It can be a lovely state.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Dayton.
Yeah, I've been all over the U.S. Ohio's just fine.
You can go ahead and roll, like, get in my sheet and roll my engineering check.
Okay.
I'm almost in, but not quite yet.
There we go. All right. She's got a 25. She says an E pick. If there was a door that we didn't have the key to or some other thing like that, the E pick might be able to force it open. And then this other thing here is a battery, which actually just looks like a silver disc that is undamaged and still holds the charge. The icon looks like a little Duracell, but it actually looks like a silver disc.
Yeah.
Need to change that icon.
Between the two, if we run into any troublesome doors, might be able to do something about it.
Okay, so south door, east door.
East door, the Gavrillo's computer just crashed.
Did it?
It looks like.
Ah! Is he there?
Huh.
I see him talking, but I don't hear anything. Well, hopefully he'll be back in a second. Yeah, we still don't hear you, Gavrilo. Hopefully you can hear us.
Nope. Nothing.
Gavrillo, come back.
I just got a massive dinner delivered to me, so I'm quite content to sit here and wolf
Okay.
it out.
We'll give him a second while you guys can think about which door you want to go through.
Choices.
Keep going east, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So you unlock this panel?
Yep.
Okay. Can you open the door? Just
Should
Foundry.
be able to.
Yeah, I think you can,
yes.
now that I unlocked it. Okay. Well, you have a strange room ahead. It's a narrow hallway. It's got some equipment on the south side and equipment on the north side. You can roll knowledge engineering, Morgana.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, my whole computer just crashed there with that.
Man.
Oh, I have him blind, but yep, there it is.
Okay.
What was it? Was it like a Foundry?
When I gave you guys permission to this other loot sheet, Foundry just kind of freaked the hell out, and everything started going at a snail's pace. So I remoted into the computer I have it running on, and it had a bunch of errors, so I just clicked it off, opened it back up. Here we are. I didn't, in that process, realize that I had also force rebooted and crashed your computer. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah,
Impressive.
that's pretty crazy.
It's a mighty power I wield here. It's crazy. Yeah. Morgana, as soon as these doors open, the sound of them opening and the sight of them opening, you envision stepping into them and a cloud of gas or water or steam just enveloping you in a hissing
Grab
sound.
the collar, or like the scruff, and pull him back.
You don't feel anxious about it. In the briefest instant that you remember it, you step into the cloud of steam and you feel calm, almost comforted by it. And in your just briefest of flashback, you stand there and hold your arms out in the air to either side and let the steam envelop you. That's the memory. That's it.
It's gonna go. Move carefully.
I'll step forward.
Okay. Takala, you see the strangest machines. They gotta be a machine. They have these nozzles, these tubes, these kind of glowing, or these bright green parts that are not glowing, but they're just strangely colored. Just two of the weirdest machines. One to the north, one to the south, and there's another door to the east. That's it. Nothing happens.
Those nozzles
Should
are
we
kind
try this door?
Are there nozzles pointing at him right now?
They seem to be, but they don't do anything. There's no activity, no sound, other than the sort of general hum of this area.
We're
Alrighty.
gonna walk up, unlock the next door.
Okay. Now this is where it gets a little weird. You open this door, and Takala, you're expecting more of this weird space metal, sky metal flooring, and there's dirt. And it's dark in here, but the air in here smells. Immediately you smell a forest. You smell a kind of damp cave smell with a nearby forest. And there's a tunnel leading to the left.
See any traps?
Step forward and kiss the ground. Oh, we've made it out.
If there were any traps, he just kissed them. So,
Yep.
yeah, no, you can give me a survival check. You're good at survival, aren't you?
Flavor of dirt is it?
He's tasting the dirt. He's
Delicious.
becoming one with the earth. Well, as you kneel down and kiss the dirt and try to feel comforted by it, as soon as you have your hands on it and get your face close to it, you sniff it. You sniff it, and you actually see Takala like pick up a little bit and kind of dab it on his tongue and spit it out. And it's the weirdest dirt you've ever tasted. It's nothing like any dirt you've ever... It's dirt. It's definitely dirt. But Takala has the look on his face like he is both certain of what it is and yet completely unsettled by the strangeness of it.
Yeah. At that point, I'm going to start looking around like, the hell is going on here?
The walls are
Just
some
like
kind of
we
rock.
are outside, but this is not like where we are from.
It's not
I'm
Numerian
unsettled.
dirt. He instantly tells you that this is not Numerian. I know dirt. Okay.
I've eaten a lot of it.
I've
Okay,
eaten a
guys.
lot of dirt. I've fallen off my horse and eaten tons of dirt. But this is not Numerian dirt. This is from somewhere else.
I think it's best to keep moving, whatever strangeness lies beyond.
Did we want to check that door we passed by before? We wish to get forward.
I think that's not a bad idea to open it up at least.
Very well. She'll head back.
Val walks back there with her light spell. You want to unlock it?
Yep. Wait for Takala to stand in front of it before opening it.
Standard
Perfect.
safety protocols.
Yes.
The door opens and you see another collapsed chamber, absolutely crushed by who knows what. Looks like it was sort of twisted too, which seems the amount of force necessary to twist and crush these hallways that seem absolutely invulnerable to you. They seem tougher and firmer than rock. And yet, something had enough force to crush them like an empty, beer mug. I wanted to say
No
Pepsi
loose
can, but
chunks
that's
of
not
metal
a thing.
here.
Nope, it's all crushed and fused together, weirdly. Not by heat either, just by force.
This is unsettling. Any thoughts, Morgana?
I think we should move quickly before we end up drowning on our way back.
Yes, we can discuss the details later.
We do have that one scroll of water breathing, I remind her. So one of us could get out. And perhaps bring back more scrolls for the rest of the potion.
Feeling unsettled by this dirt, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for traps.
Okay. Yeah. Currently, let's have a int check by anybody that's like Gavrilo, Morgana, someone who's got a good int, or a wisdom check will also do.
I'll give an int check.
Very good. Very good. You guys agree. McGinnis agrees with their reckoning. You're pretty sure you've spent 3.5 to 3:45 to call it confirmed. Yeah, you're all pretty certain. Yeah, we've been in here 3.5, headed for 4 hours, and we have 5 hours of water breathing each.
Boy, let's keep moving.
Okay. Val said her father never mentioned coming into a cave with dirt or a forest. Indeed, as you guys peek the mouth of the cave, you're seeing a forest, and it's at night, and there's sort of a thin moonlight, but what you immediately notice is there's no wind, there's no sound of bugs or creatures. It's absolutely silent. It looks exactly like a forest, but it does not at all sound like one. It even
gets
smells like a
really
forest.
tense.
Do these trees look like something from here?
Knowledge nature. You don't have to roll very good.
Well, that's great, because I'm not very knowledgeable.
Oh, come on now. You're too modest by far. Gavrilo says, that tree doesn't exist in Numeria or in any book I've ever read. Takala says, this dirt is not from here, and yeah, that tree's very foreign also. It's definitely a tree in that it lives in dirt, and you're pretty sure it absorbs sunlight and needs water, and then it grows. Like it functions as if like any other tree, but it's not like a tree you've ever seen. I mean, if you guys came across a tree from Absalom or Cheliax or the Shackles, it would look very alien to you. So it's not that alien, but definitely not from Numeria.
Grana's gonna go. I think someone brought these trees here. I don't know why, but said best to think on it later.
Brought them underground? Why though? I mean, I know you don't know, but he's talking to himself.
Yeah, this don't make a lick of sense. I mean, trees need sun to grow.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. It seems. Ask Morgana, do you sense any magic here?
Didn't mean to move you guys, sorry.
I should also
that
detect
water?
magic, but I don't think there's gonna be any.
As you get around here, you guys see shapes moving in the woods. Yep, you see them. They're just
Yep.
bone white skeletons standing in the moonlight. which will remind me about the moonlight after this. But these things start walking towards you about the same time you see them. And
Pulls out crossbow.
we will have to roll the initiatives.
Oh, come on, guys. What is this?
Yeah, I know.
We were so amazed by the forest.
Yeah.
It is
So
an amazing
distracted.
forest. Let's, that's fine. Okay.
Initiative is fake.
All right. Once again, I've made a critical error, and this skeleton is named NPC template, so enjoy that. 5, 10.
It makes it
They
mysterious.
start walking towards you, but then they break into an all-out sprint, and you hear just sort of air rushing past them. They don't make any vocalization or anything like that, but their footsteps make thuds on the ground like they're normal, and as they come at you, you notice that 2 of their hands have swords in them. And this one runs straight at Tokala.
Did these have 4 hands, you said?
They do have 4 arms.
Uh,
And it rolls pretty good. Does not get a crit, but it does 4 points of damage to Tokala. And then it is Val's turn, who in turn runs at the skeleton and attacks it right back. And that does hit. She does quite a bit of damage to it. Oh, right. DR. I think skeletons don't reduce damage from bludgeoning, but they do from everything else. Are they immune to piercing, or is it just greater DR? Let me look.
I think it's just a DR.
It's just a flat, like 5. Unless you have bludgeoning. Let me make sure. Make sure. Yeah. 5/bludgeoning. Okay. I forgot. I always think it's like 3.5 is where they were like immune to piercing. Or maybe it was 3.0. Anyway, Val takes a swat at one, does a little bit of damage. Tokala.
Alright, I'm gonna move up behind it here.
Okay.
And I attack it once, because I moved 5 feet. Come on. Sorry, trying to fiddle with the bars.
Gotcha.
Single attack.
Did you only move 5 feet?
So I don't... No, I moved 10 feet.
Oh, did you provoke an AOO though? Then probably.
I don't know, does...
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
is that how it works?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You would provoke.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Is it worth the flank?
I guess not. I'll take 5
Okay.
feet
Yeah, go ahead and move it back.
this round.
There you go. So
Does that mean I still get a full round attack then?
Yeah, if you only 5
It's
foot
only
up, you
5
get
feet?
more swings. I think mathematically that's
Right.
the better play than flank anyway. Okay, that 15 does miss, but the 22 hits. And he...
But it's slashing damage.
It's slashing, so you don't actually do much, yeah.
Yeah. Grr, pay attention to me.
Hello, whap. Alright. Then we're up to
Couple steps back.
McGinnis.
McGinnis kind of peels off a bit here and fires, and which does piercing / bludgeoning. So hopefully that'll work.
Okay, do you have precise shot yet?
I do not.
Alright.
Fortunately, I shoot against touch AC, so hopefully. So he goes over there. Jesus!
Oh, it's still jammed from before. You
Smooth.
never unjammed it. You forgot.
Oh no.
Clunk. Doesn't even fire.
Oops.
Okay. This one come sprinting through the woods. They are kind of disturbingly fast. They take a couple of acceleratory steps, and then they are at a full sprint with their lower arms kind of out to the sides for balance, and the forward arms with the swords in like an attack at the end of the charge kind of position. They move with astonishing grace for beings with no muscles or organs or anything. And as this one charges across the forest here, its eyes start to glow a faint purple. There's a strange purple light in each one of its eye sockets, but not the first one. And it attacks Val. And she is able to fend it off. Although, I need to go to her buffs and make sure... Yep, she doesn't have shield on. Let's see. He still missed. Okay, he just missed on AC. Good. She's fine. Then we go to Morgana.
Standard action. I'm gonna fire at this skelly boy.
Okay.
-4 because I don't have precise shot.
Get him. That's
And
no.
Move action. I'm gonna reload.
Okay, give her a low.
So I'm going to. So I say to Val as I draw out one of my bombs, I'm sorry, Val, you need to pick a better place to stand in the future. And I throw a bomb, try to aim past her.
Okay. There's lots of open ground
it's
here.
telling me, yeah, it's telling me there's no charges left in the bomb, but I have 3. I can't get into the class ability right now. It doesn't show it for some reason.
Oh, really? Okay, let me take a look. This sounds very much like... This is under class features. Oh god, it's entered like 12 times.
Oh, that's what I was looking at attacks class features. Okay, I see it. I'll add 3 into that one.
Is each one of these different somehow?
No, it's because I kept trying to drag it and expecting to see it on the class features on another part of it.
Gotcha.
So I'll delete those extra ones. And
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I target that guy.
Boom.
Another one.
You don't want to place it past him so you don't hit any allies?
No, because I want to hit him direct on. So that's why I apologized to Val before I did it.
Okay. She fails and takes all of it. Your splash is 6, so
Damn, another critical?
She is at 2 hit points, nearly down. And the crit... Guys, I just looked at your defense. Beep. That does not crit, so you do the same damage to him as you did to Val. Let's see, -6. And you, sir, take the splash. Oh, you get a reflex save.
Yeah, they get. Did Val do her reflex?
She failed.
Okay. After that, I'll move up behind Val. Maybe I'll try to, like, I don't know. See if I can help her next round.
Okay. They both look pretty hurt by that, and so does Val. Let's see. Next turn will be this guy, who can now do a full attack, and he does so. And he does not confirm his crit, so Tokala is going to take 3. And then Val is going to attack Gavrillo and then say whoops.
That's alright.
She misses and then 5-foot hops away. And Tokala's turn.
See if this goes any better.
Yes.
Well, that second one's pretty great. The first one hits, and it is down. So the second one, you can opt to take a 5-foot hop after
Right.
your first one.
Take a 5-foot hop on top of the dead guy.
Mhm.
Actually, probably up to here. Just
Okay.
so I'm not tripping over the bones.
I'll just move him. All right.
Couple steps back.
McGinnis, how's it going with that fussy little pistol?
This thing's a little testy. McGinnis will use a grit point to do a quick clear, which makes it a move action.
Okay.
And then he'll blast that sucker.
Okay, blast him. Oh, that hits.
There we go. So that should be an extra +1 damage because of point blank.
And it's down.
He gives a smug look as if the last 2 misfires never even happened.
Excellent.
Okay. And the shots sort of echo in a strange way. It doesn't sound like out of doors. It sounds like you're in a gigantic room. And when you look up, looks like you're looking at the night sky, although it's not. It doesn't. Something about it looks different. And yeah, you can hear feet. The sound of running feet rushing through the woods.
Be on your guard. There could be more of them.
Yeah. I asked Val if she still has that potion.
Yeah. She is going to go ahead and use that and probably not enter melee again if she's going to get blown up. She's not into that. She does
It's
roll.
like I knew you could handle it, Val. I knew you were tough.
She says, but actually I can't. I will not be hit like that again. Unless you want an accidental shocking grasp.
I might like that actually, Val.
You gotta be careful with those bombs, my friend. I mean, come on. We're all on the same team here.
It's a calculated
Well,
risk. I was worried. There's 2 of them. They looked pretty dangerous.
Worried about the.
You have hit
steps.
multiple people.
Yeah, she chugs the potion while sassing Gavrilo a little bit, but you do hear feet running at you through the woods.
I tell them I've been working on something. I think soon I'll be able to protect you guys from the bombs when I throw them. But it's still a work in progress.
Morgana's gonna use a cantrip and just puff up a few dancing lights,
Okay.
just to kind of illuminate a bit more.
Okay. Let me think the best way to do that.
It doesn't have to be anything on the map or anything.
Oh, no, it totally can be. It totally can be. Where do you want to put him? Ping the first one.
Which way is the sound coming from?
Northeast, east, southeast, and south.
Okay, she'll put them up kind of like proximity.
Okay. And what
so
are the...
like-
Each one's like a 10 or 20 foot?
Yeah, each one's 10.
Okay. So we do this.
But there, yep, there's one there.
Let me make that a little bigger. There we go.
In preparation for
That.
this,
That. Oh, those are movable if you don't like where I put them.
Oh, I can't see them.
I can't see them either. I just put them there, too. That's strange. Alright, let's do this. Why aren't they visible? Very strange. Okay. Then, oh, I know what I did. I'm stupid. Yes. So we do that. And that. And where would you like the third one?
Out in the distance, trying to.
How far away can that spell go?
I think 100 feet right now.
110 feet. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
sort of see that there are paths. Like,
Yeah.
as you put this one in this path, you can put another one beyond it, and you see a rock path on the ground. And then to the south, you sort of see a path. And you can roll a perception roll very quickly, everybody, as she lights up this chunk of the rock wall back here.
I'm gonna take one of my extracts, adhesive spittle, and hold it in case someone comes.
Okay. As you place that light to the south, you hear and a sort of a crunching, crackling sound, and you thought you saw something jump into the rock wall here. Down here by this light.
I don't like this. Last time something came out of the wall, it stabbed the heck out of us.
All right.
So,
Yeah, do you
we
think
wait
it
for
could
them
be
to come?
the skulks?
I don't think so. I think there's something else going on in here.
Do we wait for them to come to us, or should we take the fight to them?
I could throw a acid flask over there where you think you saw it.
I think we save our ammo, find a defensible position.
You hear...
Perhaps back to the cave behind us.
You do hear many footsteps from a couple different directions. And we're going to roll initiative, and you're going to have kind of you're going to have a pretty definitive sense, both from the combat tracker and from what you can hear, of how many are around you. Okay. And then we need to roll from Gavrilo. We'll trigger that. Let's see, get around to the
I
first.
think it's time to fall back.
Yeah, there's a lot of them coming. You're certain of that.
Get to a choke point.
Can we still move?
Morgana?
We're in initiative.
Yeah, we're in combat now. But Morgana
Morgana's
first.
going to follow the plan.
Okay.
And she's going to take the run action.
Okay.
That's going to be a fast one. Let's see. Run isn't it 4 times space speed?
Yeah, you have to jump over sort of a
True.
very shallow little creek and run past a couple of trees. It's difficult to get up to full speed, but you're only 45 feet from the cave entrance. You can just double move to it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So double move, I'll get over here.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. And let's see. There are skeletons hustling through the dark at you guys. They are just sort of headed right at you. Some of you hear water splashing as one is running through the creek from the southwest. You hear sort of branches getting smacked as they sprint through the trees from the northeast. And it's McGinnis's turn. McGinnis, are you there? Are you muted?
Sorry, yeah, okay.
Oh, you're fine.
McGinnis said, "Get back to the cave. Let's hold him off at a choke point."
Okay. Show me where you go.
Now I will attempt to measure. Sorry, I'm still kind of figuring this action out.
Well, sure.
So that, okay, I got plenty of room, so. Oops. That was, yeah, one more.
That was about 35, so you've done about one of your moves.
Okay. He'll go and protect his friend here. And I think that's it.
Gavrilo, what do you do?
Let me see, I'm just measuring here. So, Gavrilo is going to... He's gonna run here and then try to use this adhesive spittle on. No, that guy would be out of range. Never mind. So Gavrilo will do a double move back and
Okay.
get behind Morgana.
Okay. All right. Val, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She comes back and stands in the doorway with her sword out. Actually, she was here. Yeah. Yeah, she's got a double move to get there. Okay. She does it. And then another skeleton comes rushing up out of the dark. That's about as far as it gets this turn. Tokala.
Yep, I'm just gonna follow their lead. Keep on moving. 40 feet, right?
Yeah, you're actually... What are you,
Hey, you
barbarian?
could be outside.
I'm not a barbarian. I'm a slayer.
Oh, then I think 30 feet's your base?
30 feet is my base. I'm wearing studded leather.
Yeah, so you go 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for the
So
Studded shouldn't slow you
double
down at
move,
all.
though, right?
so that's 40 feet.
Okay.
Gets me up to them. Yeah, I think I'd still want to be right here, just to let them all keep moving.
Gotcha.
I don't want any of them getting attacked.
You still hear lots of feet running through the woods. Headed your way. Thwacking of branches. And it's Morgana's turn.
Positioning here.
It's pretty eerie because there's just no other sound in this room other than their feet and
Right.
when they run through the creek and through the branches. And then your own running feet into this little cave.
This is where we make our stand. Then she's going to target Takala and cast Enlarge Person.
Ooh, that takes a full round to take effect, but next round you will be a large man. Okay, cool. Sound of branches and water. And one of the skeletons comes just zipping around the corner, straight at Tokala. And takes a swing at him. Does not connect. Armor protects him and he's fine. But it took a pretty nasty swipe at him. Another one comes zipping up out of the dark at you. Closing.
Couple steps back.
And McGinnis' turn.
All right, McGinnis takes a shot at that one against touch. +1 to those because it's close.
Our touch is 13 minus 4, but your +1, yeah, you hit exactly. And it does the damage.
Just got it.
You blast about half his ribcage away. One of his arms goes flying off sideways. But he's still standing.
And then he rams in another ball and ready for the next round.
Okay. Gavrilo.
Okay. Gavrilo's kind of eyeing the situation here and realizes he can't throw a bomb in such close quarters here. So he's actually going to step back out. Yeah, probably shouldn't. So he's going to step back out here. As he's running, get a view. And he's going to actually go ahead and use his adhesive spittle on this skeleton that's over there.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So I cast that earlier. I don't know if we want to use that same one. It had like a reflex save button on it.
What's the... You just hit a certain square with it, and then they get it reflex?
I believe so, yeah. Reflex DC 16.
And you wanted this closest guy? Or second
Yeah,
closest? Okay.
that guy. Yep, the one that's not quite attacking us yet.
Okay, let's see how he does. That's gonna stick him. Is he then entangled? Is that the condition?
Yeah, so it's like a Tanglefoot bag, except
Okay.
for, let's see, don't have to make an attack roll, and it persists for 2d4 rounds after. So I guess I should roll. How do I do that? /R 2d4?
Correct. /R space 2d4.
Okay, so 3 rounds.
Okay, great. He's stuck. Let's put a symbol on him, like this net. Okay, and Val. She casts shield. Get her armor class up. This man just got netted. Does he get escape attempts?
Let me.
Go ahead and figure that out. Takala, you can do your swings if you like.
Sorry, is it mine?
I don't see anything in the text that says he gets an escape. But
Oh, what's the
I might
power
be wrong.
called?
Adhesive spittle.
Oof.
Functions as Tanglefoot bag. They're entangled. If they make their save, they go half speed. They can break free by making a DC 17 strength check or dealing 15 points of damage to the goo. They're a skeleton. They're not smart enough to attack the goo, so he's just going to have to make strength checks every turn to try to get out.
Okay.
He's too dumb to MacGyver his way out. His last turn, then... No dice. Okay. Now, Takala, what did you do? You pummeled this man at least once, it looks like. But that
Fail
DR.
on the first attempt.
Womp womp, that DR. Okay. You're starting to see a crowd of skeletons form around you. There's quite a few. Morgana.
Well, a large person finishes casting.
It does. Which means that this man...
Make my Tokala grow!
God, there is a button for this. I know. I found it on accident one day.
So what I do is I right-click, go
Yeah.
into the token settings,
Yeah.
and just double the image size.
I think that's what somebody did automatically. Or accidentally. Scale. Nope, not 3. 2, not 2.1. Wham! Okay. He's going to have to kind of step up this way. Because he's a big boy now. It doesn't
You're
turn
a
him...
big boy now.
It doesn't turn him into a
Listen.
4-shaped token, though. That's an issue.
No, that's a little too big.
Okay. Back.
Anybody remember the 90s Justice League?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it sounds like...
There was a Native American on there that his power was to grow larger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Friends. Enoch Chuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. That's
now
you now.
that's your power too.
I think that's going to make your... What are you using?
Patchy
D6 hand axes? You're going to do D8 now? We don't have that functionality built into the character sheet yet, so you may have to roll your damage separately. Someday
Okay.
we'll have it figured
Oh.
out.
For my actual turn...
Okay.
I'm out of spells. I got nothing. I'm just gonna... Yeah, until there's one that's within range of my Well, yeah, no. I'm gonna actually delay my turn until I'll actually go after Takala.
Okay. Let's see. So what initiative do you want to switch to?
7.
Okay. There we go. Easily done. You see more skeletons sprinting in. This one does a full attack on Takala. Whiff, whiff.
Is Takala going to get attacks of opportunity now? Does he have reach?
He does have reach. Take an AOO. Misses. He misses you, thankfully. And another one comes running in, but you only get 1 AOO per round until you take combat reflexes. Luckily that misses too.
Couple steps back.
There you are. That's you, McGinnis.
All right, McGinnis will take a shot at, I guess, the one on top of the stack of 3.
Okay.
This
Hit.
time I baked in the +1 for point blank just to make it easier.
Great. He takes it. He looks actually very wounded by that. Get free low.
Okay, he's gonna go ahead and use a bomb here. Targets this guy that he spittled earlier.
Okay. That will hit. And that man is done. Let's see. Let's do this.
And after he does that, he's gonna move up just 1 space, 5 foot step there.
Okay. That is a success. So you, sir, take 3, which means you're down, so it doesn't matter. And you, sir, also take 3. You take 6 from the splash. Okay, solid. Val, 5, 10, 15, 20. Takes a swat at this man. The man who is not a man. She does 4.
Give her a little quick throw bomb at her.
Better not.
Next time, next time.
Better not. She's gonna have that good for like
Target
PTSD.
correctly this time.
Okay. And Netman is done. You're done, sir. Tokala.
Big.
You're very big. You forgot to say it in Orc, the secret language.
That's right, the secret.
So both of your attacks get to do an extra 2 damage.
You guys are indoctrinating. You're indoctrinating Val into your party really well. She's like, she looks at Gavrilo and says, "It's not paranoia if they're really trying to kill you."
Gavrilo totally understands. He thinks everyone's trying to kill him too.
But Val just shakes her head in confusion. She gives up. Okay, so he's gonna take. Oh, there's the 8s. Thank you. So he will take 3 from this, and he's down. Good. You, sir, you get the
I
dead.
did. I contribute.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Morgana.
Connection.
Ugh. Ugh. I was hoping more things would move. I will. Morgana's gonna move up. She's gonna go. Let me pull up my ruler. Move here, and then here and here. So
Okay. As you do that,
Uh-huh.
you... let's see. Let me do this. Yeah, she doesn't quite see it coming in time.
Oh no!
But she hears a crackling sound. The sound of, like, a potato chip bag to the left. And the rock face over here erupts. Little pieces of rock wave open, and they're not rock. They're actually organic. And you see a bunch of tentacles fly out directly
Nope.
at you. Nope, that's supposed to be a full attack.
What?
And it happens actually when Morgana sits here. Is this
Not the kind of game that I want.
God. The rock formation just sort of opens up these little portals that are in it, porous, really more like pores, 3 or 4 inch wide pores, and 3 big tentacles and a couple of little ones that don't really reach you, all just burst out of it at once and fly straight at your face and your eyes and try to wrap around your neck. And as Morgana sees it coming at the last second, she just sticks her light crossbow up in front of her face, and the tentacles are slapping it and trying to reach around it and grab at her eyes and mouth.
Oh.
Jeez.
So I still have my standard action, yeah?
You do. You're a little disturbed, but yeah, right there you get attacked.
Yeah, that ain't cool. Let me see. What kind of an action is this? Cool. I am going to use up literally my last resource. I'm going to drain my bonded item, my ring, and cast Vanish on myself.
Do you have knowledge nature? Or knowledge... Yeah, I would also accept knowledge arcana.
I do have Arcana. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and give you that.
Yeah, please do. Okay. Unidentified creature.
Yep. So I'm going to drain my bonded item and cast Vanish on myself.
Okay.
So poof.
There you go.
That killed my vision, too.
Did it?
Yep.
That's annoying. What is this, Lord of the Rings? You put on the ring and you can't see crap anymore? Oh, Foundry. Okay, you're invisible.
I'll just do this. I'll put a little...
You can put a little
thing on
icon on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Why would your vision go away? That is stupid. Okay. Well, I'm going to actually complain to Atropos about that. Okay. Bad people doing bad things. Takala, you've just had a turn, so you have your AOO back. These are not where these skeletons are, but I'm moving their bodies out of the way so we can function here. And we can clear... That sticky stuff only affects one target, right? It's not like...
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Alright. So this thing runs in. You get an AOO, Takala. That hits.
Yeah!
And he takes... roll your d8. Oh, hell yeah. He takes 4. You have +1 damage from something? Or your strength is that? You have a little bit of strength on there. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You clock him as he runs in, and then he tries to clock you.
Doesn't your strength go up with enlarge?
Oh, yeah.
It should, actually.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
That goes up by 2 or...
Oh yeah,
maybe
your
more,
strength it goes up by 2 with
Yeah.
an enlarged person.
Well, I'll give you an
I
extra
posted
point of
again.
damage on that. Yep.
So it added another 1.
Yep, I took it off him. He was quite injured by that. Next one comes running in and attacks you. God, they are just rolling absolute trash.
Thank God.
They do not want it. This one charges Val with incredible speed. They kind of get into this sort of head down. It looks strange when they do it because of their forearms. It's almost like Naruto running because they have 2 arms behind them and 2 in front. But, yeah. And again, rolling single digits. Everybody. slow clap it out for the skeletons. Alright. This man... You're fine. You come in, you attack. Slightly less terrible, but not close enough to hit her. That one's down, so mark you. You're down, so mark you as well. You're down, so we'll mark you down.
Couple steps back.
And McGinnis.
So this tentacled horror that burst from the walls, does it look like it could reach me from where it's at?
No. It looks like Morgana stepped exactly into the edge of its range, and none of the rest of you did when you exited the cavern initially. She just happened to step close enough to the left, and it triggered.
Okay, then he'll take a 5-foot step and blast. I believe the one at the bottom of that stack took some damage already. Is that true?
Yeah. If you 5-foot north 1 square, you should be able to see him.
Okay, 5 foot, and I'll blast that.
All right, get him. Oh, yeah. Touch AC of 13 minus 4, you hit exactly. And
Woo.
he absorbs all that damage and is super dead.
And I reload.
All right.
Can I do a knowledge nature on the tentacle?
Sure.
monster?
You're looking at it and you don't know what the hell it is, but you don't see any eyes, and it's still reaching for where you think she is standing. So you think she turned invisible sort of reflexively, but it's still reaching for her.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw an acid flask at him.
At the cluster, at the part of the wall where the tentacles are coming from?
Yeah.
Okay.
mhm. So just 4 if that hits.
Okay. His armor class is touch, because you're hitting on touch, I'm sure, with that.
Yep.
His touch is terrible. Definitely hits. And it's acid, so he definitely takes the damage. It splashes on part of the rock, on part of the shell that seems to protect the tentacles, and then on some of the tentacles they get splashed and they're sort of hissing and writhing and wriggling around. But it looks like it didn't hurt any one of the tentacles significantly.
Mhm.
It wasn't a lot. Like, it has a lot of hit points because of its armor and living in a wall of stone.
Okay.
And Val. Val says, alrighty, we're not messing around with this anymore. And you see her sort of crackle with electricity, and she sort of lights up for a minute and takes a swing at the guy in front of her. And it does not happen for some reason. There it goes. Miss. And, God, I think their touch armor class is actually better than that. She just rolled terrible. It is. She's fighting a bunch of skeletons, crackling with electricity, and she didn't quite connect with them this turn. That man, you are down. So I'm just going to remove your turn. Tokala. Large man.
I swear, I'm the only one not hitting touch AC.
Well, she is with the... She hits regular with the sword, but she just rolled terrible.
Alright. I guess a full round attack. 12 does not.
Okay.
Definitely.
19 does. Go ahead and roll the d8. Oh, Lord, that's really good damage. He's hurt. Morgana.
Yeah, so.
It's still trying to grab your face.
Cool. 5-foot step.
It
Which
can't
way?
quite reach you there.
Oh, so it can't reach me right here?
No, where you were it could.
Try.
As soon as you move,
Oh.
you see
Okay,
the
cool.
tentacles sort of start to retract. Like you're out of their reach and it
And-
quits trying.
Good. It should stop that. And then, I'll fucking shoot my crossbow at this one. With a -4 because
Yeah.
why would I ever take precise shot? Actually, I'm
Never.
just gonna cast spells. I'm never gonna. I got a 0.
Ooh. Okay. You, sir, are defeated. So I'm gonna remove you. You, sir, are right here. And you decide to go all full attack on Takala, and you hit him once. Actually, enlarged person lowers your AC by 1, and does it reduce dex?
Yes, it does reduce dex.
So his AC is lowered by 2?
Here's the post again.
Okay.
It's a -2 size penalty to dex,
Right.
a -1 penalty on attack rolls and AC.
Yep. He is hit twice.
But listen, you're big. It's fine.
Being big increased my HP.
It does not. He is actually at 1
Exactly.
HP now. This could be an issue. This one attacks Val with a full attack. Miss, miss. And this one attacks Val with a full attack. 22. Let's see. Yeah, he rolled a 20. So he auto hits with that one. And does not crit, luckily. Can't confirm it. She takes 6. I don't know why that didn't work right, but okay. Oh, that was critical. No, it did it right. Foundry's right. I am wrong. That was that man. Remove all the dead dudes.
Also,
The
visible.
lovely creature you don't know the name of, other than the NPC template, appears to be its name. And it retracts its tentacles back into the wall, and you hear sort of a crunching, crackling, and popping sound as its little fake stone coverings wrap around the tentacles, and it disappears into the wall, although you know it's there.
What a messed up forest.
Terrible place.
Yeah.
This place
Couple
sucks.
steps back.
McGinnis.
All right, I'm gonna go up close and deadly on that one on the bottom of the stack of 3.
All right. -4, that is a touch AC 11. That will miss.
I will have one.
Dang.
Gavrilo.
Gotta get that precise shot.
So if I were to move through Tokala's face to
Mhm.
come out underneath that guy at the bottom, would I provoke an attack of opportunity?
Mm-hmm. There's no way to get there without passing through a threatened hex of his. Threatened
Okay,
square.
well, I'm gonna do that, and I'll provoke. So I'll run through and try to get to...
Miss.
Sorry, did you say it was a miss?
Yeah, he missed you.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. You're at the bottom of the stack there.
Yep, and then I'm gonna swing at him with my sword cane.
Okay. That will also miss.
Unsuccessfully.
Well, you each rolled basically once to hit each other. Clearly you were not that serious about it. Okay, Val takes a swat at that one that's trying to kill Tokala. Fails, but she still has her shocking grasp. She decides to just... Everybody's rolling ones down here. Tokala.
Please don't die.
Takala sees Gavrila's half-hearted attempt and says, "Stop playing around."
Oh, man.
Val too. They're just flailing at each other.
Alright.
Oh, that's gonna hit somebody. Go ahead and roll that damage in that first one. Okay. He takes 1. You're just
3.
toying with him. Just toying with him. Work on it.
Yeah. get used to hearing this, I'm gonna shoot my cross. Well,
Mhm.
no, move action, reload, standard action, shoot,
Go for it.
crossbow. This dude, -4. Text. So it'll be a 2. That's my turn.
Okay. This man will attempt to murder Tokala. He does not get it done.
Phew.
This man takes his swings at Val. Terrible. And this man. Oh, shoo.
Bye,
Believe-
Takala.
No, that was at Val.
Oh, goodbye, Val.
She's okay. She cast shield, which means she has a 19 armor class right now. He misses with an amazing shot, and then hits her with an also amazing shot, and she's very hurt.
The monster rolls hidden now. I just want to make sure it's not just me.
Yeah, sorry. I actually meant to make him public again. But his first attack was an 18, and his second one was a 20. Total of 20, not a natural. There, I switched it back to public. I had it on private for the perception rolls when you guys walked past the tentacles the first time.
Mm.
Alright. Next up would be the tentacles, but they're not doing anything. They're actually just readying their horrible attack.
Couple steps back.
And it's McGinnis' turn. Not a lot's happened the last 3 rounds.
Takes a 5 foot, trying to get a better shot around this lumbering Hulk, and he'll burn another grit, go up close and deadly against that one on the bottom.
Okay. Oh, that hits.
There it is.
He's definitely done so.
Picture just like shards of bone flying off from his head.
You step around, and say, Takala, move to your right for a sec. And he shifts just ever so slightly, and you blast it straight in the face. Its skull explodes, little pieces of bone go everywhere, and it just sort of slow motion falls backwards, dropping its short swords, and as soon as it hits the ground, it disassembles into a pile of bones.
That's how we do it. And I get a grit point back.
Gavrilo.
I'm just gonna 5 foot step up and try to attack the one attacking Val.
Okay. My God.
Wow.
Oh!
Let's see if Val can break the streak of ones. This particular little melee has had more ones. Come on, Val. Okay. Doesn't hit, but at least it's not a 1. Tries to deliver the shocking grasp. Nope, that's a negative. Tokala.
Alright, one thing. Shouldn't my AC be 17? Normally, since I have a +4 to my dex. I don't know why, but it's not updated under this. Still says that I'm getting 3 dexterity.
It is
For my
probably your encumbrance. This sheet, for some reason, is ruthless about encumbrance. And if you hit, yeah, you're at light load, so it's lowered your max dex by 1, which I'm not sure it's supposed to do that. I think in Pathfinder you get to medium load before you hit max dex limitations.
Okay.
So I think
right.
it's miscalculating you.
Okay. Well, either way, we know.
Yeah. I think I did that to somebody the other night in my Hell's Rebels campaign, and I was like, why are you... And then I looked at their bag, and I was, why are you carrying 7 torches is the next question I had, but whatever.
Afraid of the dark.
Yeah, that was basically his
fair
answer.
thing.
Okay, that 17 looks good. Yeah, I mean, you have reach, so who do you want? The one closest to you, or...
Who looks worse off?
They both are untouched, I believe.
Ah, okay.
Val has
Closest
missed
one.
for 3 straight rounds. Okay, closest guy. The damage, he will take 4. And it'll be Morgana's turn.
Move action, load crossbow, standard action, shoot it at the top skelly.
I've
Actually,
heard this before.
Actually, I'll shoot it at the bottom one since
Okay.
that one took damage, right?
Oh,
From
focusing
the
fire.
launch
Yes, you just saw him hit it.
Oh, cool. That did nothing.
Mm.
It's fine.
It's a nice picture, though.
So it's gonna be a -4, 6.
Nope.
Nope. That's it.
This guy. This could be one of your last chances to murder the NPC, sir. Nope, can't do it. You, sir? What about you? You'd like to murder the NPC, wouldn't you? Nope. Good rolls generally.
Too intimidated by me. My awesome
Steps back.
cane attack.
McGinnis.
McGinnis will take a shot at the one that took damage.
Okay. That hits. He takes the full damage from the gunshot, and you shatter another one.
I'm on a hot streak, yo!
You kind of are. You're like the only one who's not on a unhot streak. Gavrilo.
Yes.
Kill streaks do you got?
5-foot step up, swing with my cane. Nice.
Hey. That does it. That hits. It does
It
not
does.
penetrate his DR.
Almost no damage.
Does no damage.
Does actually none. But you smacked
It
him.
looked good.
You came right in, and it was so beautiful. The blade came out of the sword cane. You stabbed straight through his ribs where his heart and lungs would be, and then you're like, oh, right. And you pulled the blade
Nice.
back, and you went, okay, I'm just going to chop his head. And Val says, a little higher. Not that I've been able to hit him either. Nope. Why do I... Yeah. She's still crackling with electricity because she cannot discharge this. She still has it at the end of the combat. She's just touching Coverlow. Tokala.
Oh man.
We are cursed. Alright.
You're churning through them. It's just not going as quick as it could. But also, you know, they've rolled bad, which is very good for you guys. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. No damage.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey. That first one. This guy is going to take 5 of that. Ow. Very hurt. And the second one, he's going to take some more. Dislikes. And he's done. And unless...
Did you see it, McGinnis? I killed one!
Well done, partner!
After McGinnis shot like 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And unless one of you is foolish enough to step close to the wall, you're out of combat.
Yeah, I'll stay away.
I'm gonna listen to see if I hear any more skittering.
Currently, it is very quiet in the chamber.
Alan's gonna inspect them and see if there's anything worth taking off their corpses.
They do have short swords. That's about it.
Thing of interest to me.
I just say to the group that, just FYI guys, if we get in more combats here, I'm running pretty low on my bomb preparations. I have just 1 more left. So I might be using more of this awesome cane attacks that you've been seeing.
Ooh.
If we don't get some rest. I know we're running out of water breathing, but...
Good to hear because I'm got absolutely no spells left at all.
Takala, you're not looking so hot, pal.
No, I'm fine. And he holds the bleeding side.
I think
So
I
what
can
should
see
we-
your...
Val says Val's got 3 hit points left, and she says, I don't see any signs of Dad, and I don't want us all to die hunting for him. So if you guys want to retreat, I'm with you.
What level is that water breathing scroll?
let me see, I think I have it in my inventory. I think it's 3rd.
It's minimum, yeah.
Yeah, so 3rd.
Yeah.
So we are to retreat?
Or we could try to rest here and hope we find some way of getting out later.
Val, your father, he's a wizard?
Yes.
If we find him, he can cast a spell for us. He can copy it down into his own spellbook if he needs to.
Yes,
That's
that's
true.
true, but she sort of looks sort of on the edge of tears for a second. She says, "I don't know that he's alive if he came through here."
I mean, this is crazy. We're all banged to heck.
She says these things just wouldn't be here if Dad had come this way.
Be surprised what a wizard would be capable of.
Could he have gone through one of those tunnels that was collapsed earlier? He might not have gone this way.
I don't think so. You know, Dad can throw fire and lightning, but I've never seen him, move through things or anything really weird like that. I know wizards can do things like that, but I've never seen him do that.
And I guess it looks too destructive for it to have crashed behind him if he went through.
She says the only thing I've ever seen him do with his magic is like craft things or pick up tools from across the room. Kind of parlor trick sort of stuff. Crafting magic, he says. And then that's why I was sort of shocked when the skulk said that someone came and threw lightning down the hall at them. I've not seen him do anything.
You don't think that was your dad?
It could have been. I've never seen it. She says, I can do shocking grasp, and I know Dad can do better than that. But I don't know what his actual limitations are. But I just don't, unless you guys see some evidence that he came this way, I don't. I don't know where he is.
Do we want to explore this one room at least before we go, or should we just retreat immediately? I leave it up to the group.
I wouldn't mind looking around quietly. I don't draw any attention. And stay away from the walls.
You're pretty stealthy, right?
I am. When I'm
Yeah,
not
maybe you
giant.
Maybe you could scout around a bit if you feel up to it.
I do. If I fall, though, promise you will not try to come for me. I do not want you to die for a foolish errand.
No, you know I can't leave you behind, though.
Well, that is my request. What you do with that is up to you. I'm gonna go try to.
You're gonna go scouting? Sorry, you cut out for a sec. Oh, we lost him.
Died.
I'm gonna. That's what happens. He starts to scout and just disappears.
I'm back.
He's back.
Welcome back.
All right.
You went.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go scout, and then you just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know. Internet's not good. Stuff.
Should you take a potion before you go?
You can get a knowledge. After the fight, several of you will comment that sometimes the skeletons had a purplish glow around their eye sockets. Most of the time they did not. And you'll be able to put together after the fact that the purplish glow was never on more than one skeleton at a time.
Morgana, do you know anything about that?
Do I know anything about that?
It's going to be a knowledge religion check.
Nope, I don't. Not
Neither
sure.
do I. That was an awesome stealth check.
Not an amazing stealth. Yeah, what potions do you guys have left? Are you going to use any potions on yourselves?
No, I'm good.
Oh, Takala should probably.
I got a cure moderate.
If you are willing to give it to me, I would take it gladly.
I think you had one earlier. There was two in the loot earlier. I thought you had taken
I
the second
drank
one.
it before.
Thanks.
Yeah, here you go, pal. Thumbs up.
Alright. What's a cure moderate again? What do I roll?
2d8 plus 3.
So, could I have a on his failed stealth check, perhaps I see him like sneaking off and realize
Mm-mm.
like he's really horrible at this and
Mm-mm.
stop him.
That should put me back up.
Oh wow, that's you're full. The enlarged person will wear off, I think, in
It
a
actually would
minute or so.
less than
Okay.
it would have worn off already, probably. It only had 3 rounds left when combat ended.
Gotcha.
Yep, right now all these spells that are a minute a level are a minute.
So we got how long till this water breathing wears off?
You think around an hour?
So we either need to head back now, come back later, or we're stuck down here. Is that true?
We won't be
Unless
stuck
we
if we swim
found.
quickly.
Sorry, something about?
We kind of made a friend, or at least a temporary ally, with the people back in the cave. With the scroll of water breathing, worst comes to worst, one of us can go up top, get more water breathing scrolls, and come back down here. While the rest wait. We don't all have to go Belcap at once.
It is risky. Val, I think it should be your decision.
Oh no.
It is your father, after all.
She says, I want to find Dad, but I'm not so determined to do it as to get you guys all killed. Or myself. He wouldn't want that. So, if you guys want to retreat and rest, I'm down with that. If you want to try to rest down here, we can try that, but I didn't bring any gear to do that. So far, everybody that's been...
best.
The only expedition that has come back to town was Dad's, and it's because they got in and they explored and came back the first time. Of course, he didn't come back the second time. That's the other reason I kind of want to go back to town, is in case he came back a different way.
I think we head back. We made an admirable showing. We can go into town with our heads high, re-equip ourselves, head back down the next day, put this thing to rest.
She
I
also
agree.
says, I'm certain that if we go out and head to Joram, he will heal us. He's a powerful healer. And we can suit up again as soon as we're rested.
Okay.
Works for me.
Okay. So you're going to head back into the cave here?
Yes.
Does anybody want to just casually step into this area at all? Oh,
No.
got him!
No, that was a joke.
Got him! Okay.
Ooh.
That would
Should
have been
wrestle
bad.
with those tentacles.
That would have
Drag
been
it
bad.
out.
Now, does every part of the wall have tentacles on it?
You don't know.
Maybe we should find
We
out.
should
all
go
of
find
us
out.
Go to a different part.
It's not.
How are
Looks
you going
for
to
it.
test?
Just run
10-foot
by
pole.
the edge.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab one of the bones in this room and take it with me.
Okay. When you guys come back into this room here, you see that one of the robots, the one that McGinnis, like, essentially coup de grace, is still exactly where you left it. And the other one is floating here normally. Looks like
Okay.
completely undamaged.
I don't grab the bone then if I see that.
Yeah, when you come back in, it sort of turns towards you as you're reaching for the bone. You're like, "What the?" It's just hovering,
Destroy it.
hovering silently.
I barely got out of that net last time, so.
Resilient little.
Want to have a net fight again, everybody? No. Okay. So then you exit back to the cave area.
That locked us out.
You guys step into the little room here.
She's a spy.
She is the spy.
She says, "You're the spy." And then she glares at side-eye at Gavrilo to see what his reaction is.
Possibly.
She's watching
I
him
hadn't thought
intently.
about it.
Okay, Morgana, you're going to trigger the doors here.
Yep. I'll lead our
This
way
one
out.
closes behind you, and then you're able to open this one in front of you. Are you
Yep.
going... You have the option to lock it behind you. Are you going to?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Choice.
Okay, it's locked. I'm not going to make you guys run through this whole cave, so you can stop your tokens here. If you're going to the exit. If you're
Yes.
exploring at all, then we're going to foot it every step of the way. But if you're just...
I think we're.
Should we talk to Seth at all? And just tell her
Do you
like
want
what we
to?
saw on the wall?
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay. Hang
Yeah,
on,
we
I'll
got
warp
an ally.
you guys up to that area. And I think I may have thrown some of you... Nope, there you go. You're doing it? Yep, I threw Gravillo into space. Sorry. Here you go. I need to go find where that token movement animation is and just shut it off because it takes forever on the big maps.
Yeah.
Okay, you come back to Seth's area and they look at you guys beat to shit. And for a second you think maybe it was a mistake to come here, clearly badly wounded to these guys. And she looks at you for a second and kind of evaluates the damage, but then says, "You went beyond the wall?"
Yeah, we did. We saw some strange things there. Do I know? Has she been behind the wall? Did she say that before?
They said they have been behind the wall, and the skeletons attacked them, and they didn't mess with it after that.
Yeah, I just tell her. We saw those skeletons you mentioned. Killed a bunch of them though.
If you think about it, the skulks are even worse prepared to fight skeletons than you guys are. They're sneak attackers, and the undead can sense their presence. And they are dagger users.
Yeah. We destroyed them though.
So they'll never get through the DR. They would have had a heck of a time.
I point at McGinnis and I say McGinnis was like popping their heads all over the place.
True.
Boom!
They say, "Oh, we thought maybe something happened to you since we did not hear his thunderous weapon."
No. Did you guys ever get to an area with the green grass and like a forest?
Yes, the skeletons are there.
Did you get beyond there, or no? That's where you turned around.
No, the skeletons are many, and even if you kill them, they return.
Good to know.
It's good to know. Yeah. Glad we didn't rest there.
That means they might be there tomorrow when we come back.
Yep, and Val
Yeah.
says
They will.
that might mean Dad went that way. And just defeated them and they came back. So we should get
I will buy hammers.
in top shape and come back ready for them. Val says, yeah, I might get a hammer too. Or something. I would let you, if you guys use the, what is it? There's like a light mace. If you have simple or martial proficiency, I'll let you finesse a light mace. That'd be a good choice.
Could I use my cane as a bludgeoning if I don't unsheath it?
Yeah, if you reduce the damage. What is it, like normally D6? If you make it like D4,
D6.
it'll be D4 bludgeoning. Yeah, that'd be a good move.
Okay.
Because they're
I'm
skeletons.
just looking in sorrow at my spell book.
Oh.
And lack of options.
Yeah. Val says, Dad knows a spell he tried to teach me, but I never learned it, called Disrupt Undead. Might be able to get a scroll of it in town. Maybe
I
that
asked
would
Steph
help
too
you.
before we go. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if she had any experience with those horrible net creatures that pin you to the wall and just don't let you go.
The white flying rocks?
Yeah.
We did not harass them, and they seem to watch us. And sometimes they would follow you, but they don't do anything.
Watch out! They seem to have the ability to come back as well, like the skeletons that you mentioned. Because we destroyed them, but he was there again when we came back. Anyway, okay, I don't have any other questions for her. I turn
If
to
you
the
come
group and say, "You
across
guys want to go?"
any of the metal, the strange metal that the wall is made of, I would like it very much.
All right.
Oh, we saw a bunch of rubble of it with those cages, right?
She says, so, yeah, that was mostly junk, though. There's not really anything salvageable there. Seth says, my tribe is so weakened from all these attacks and conflicts that we may abandon these caves. So if we're not here when you return, we have gone back below.
Okay. Well, pleasure doing business with you. Thanks for the gremlin payment.
Okay. That's all you guys need from her?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you... Oh, this is another point. I'm glad we actually walked this. You pass Parda's corpse. And Val says, I don't know if there's a way to bring her, but there's people in town that would be appreciative if we did. I didn't really get along with her, and she's banned from my bar, but she has a lot of friends in town.
I'm not sure how we would get her through the underwater.
Well, she's dead. She doesn't need a water-breathing spell.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it would be some type of hindrance on our swimming ability.
You'd have to tow her. You could tie all of yourselves, but in this case, you'll be going with the flow of the water.
It's the least we can do.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, I'll take my mutagen to get my strength up a bit before we swim.
Okay.
And then I say I can try to carry.
Okay.
So yeah, he chugs his mutagen. And you notice like his muscles bulge a bit. That's it. Otherwise, not the same.
All right. So I guess we're ready for the swimathon. To swim out of here with water breathing on you is a DC 5 swim check.
Oh, it would be.
If you were towing a large object, it is a DC 10.
Okay.
Because again, the flow is with you. You really just have to not get slammed into rocks. You have to kind of tread water and keep your body in the middle of the channel. Gavrilo, you get swept in and you have a dead orc tied to you. And you guys get slammed against the wall on the way out.
So I get slammed. Do I get pulled down the river, perhaps?
The two of you, I mean, you're going out. Like, if you get in this channel, you're going out. And you... Go ahead and give me another check. Morgana, you swim out. Gavrilo, you're sort of struggling. You're stuck against the wall. You are pinned against the wall by the current with a 2 or 3 day dead corpse smashed against you. You're like, okay, I suddenly regret my decision to do this. And you can try a third time. Because you have water breathing, you're never going to drown. And you free yourself, you push the corpse off of you, and it catches in the current. And then it just sort of pulls you down the tunnel. And with the water breathing, you can enjoy the filthy smell of a corpse all the way out. Yeah, it's rough. And my God, you guys have never been so happy to smell the dirty, dusty, slightly sulfuric air of this fetid little pool where the water comes out here. You're like, ugh, that's so wonderful. And it's 10 o'clock at night. Let's see, how does he do? Holy shit. There is a town guard who is seated nearby, and when you guys come bubbling up out of the pond, he's like, they're back! They made it back! And he looks and waits for all of your heads to appear, and then sees you dragging out a corpse, and he goes, oh no. Who is it?
One of the dead.
But who is it?
Val, what was her name again?
Val says, it's Parda. We didn't find Dad. And the guard goes, "Oh, Parda. Oh, man. All right. Didn't find your dad?" No, and they have a kind of a quick talk, and she says, "You're posted here to wait for us?" And he says, "Yeah, I got to go update the council." She says, "Good. Tell them we're going back in as soon as possible. We need potions, we need help, we need water breathing in the morning." And he goes. He runs off into the night. She says, "You guys want to go back and have some food and crash?"
I think that's
Sounds good
probably
to
for
me.
the best.
Okay. You head back to the tavern. As soon as she gets there, she tells Bits to put on just everything you got in the way of food. You guys have you have ale. She even cracks open a bottle of wine. And the fire's nice and warm. It's so wonderful. Every part of you is just sort of damp and moldy smelling and blood caked from all the combat. Each other's blood, your own blood. Some of you are sort of burned, and you're just kind of a mess. You look like you've been through absolute hell. And you guys sit down, filth covered, with your gear scattered around you. Since the tavern's empty, it's all yours. Even Val is just kind of throwing her crap everywhere, helter-skelter. And you guys sit down and have a pretty comforting meal. Val still seems kind of distracted and very worried, but she says, "We made it pretty far, and we made it back." She says, "I don't know what happened to him, but I think we can find out. I think we can find him. I think we can figure this out." She's sort of comforting herself.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's still hope.
Damn right there is.
Okay.
Then, like,
We'll find
McGinnis on our side.
Morgana doesn't look up from the scroll that she's reading.
Oh.
When Takala says that, Gabriela looks at McGinnis and like mimes pew pew with his hands.
Val says, "I'm gonna crash. I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll work on this some more." And she heads out across the courtyard. Whoops, that's not the right noise for this door.
It turns into a robot.
She transformed into a jet. She was the spy all along. Her face separates. Yeah. Yeah, this door is going to make the wrong noise, too. I forgot about that. All the doors in Iron Gods are now robo-doors.
Awesome.
And you guys hear a scream from across the courtyard.
Morgana looks at the window.
What?
I'm out of spells.
And you can roll initiative. Let me get you all in combat. Let's see. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'd overrode my roll. I'll roll again.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
If it's, you can have whatever your first roll was.
I did better, so.
Okay, fine. Okay. Morgana, you hear the scream.
Gonna move, action, pull out my crossbow.
The trusty crossbow. One of these
Standard
days,
action.
it's gonna shoot something.
Eventually. Standard action, I'm going to move to the window.
Okay. You see that
And look outside.
peeking outside, you see that Val has crossed the courtyard and opening up whatever the little apartment where she and I guess she is like a storage area next to the blacksmith, and those guys aren't there right now. And she's opened the door, and you see a hovering robot just like the ones downstairs that appears to be attacking her. It's opened up its front, and it's about to either net her or charge her. You're not sure.
It's gonna turn to the group. Right. Floaty dudes, she's in trouble. And in my turn.
Couple steps back.
So that's all I got.
There you go. McGinnis, what you do?
Okay, so this is happening to the north of us.
Northeast. It's happening
Okay,
in this direction.
I'll take a full move action to, I guess, go over to that door and.
Mm-hmm. Looks like to get to the door for you is, yeah, a little more to move action. About 50 feet to get out the door.
Okay, yeah, he'll just, take up his full turn to get out there.
Okay.
Or I can get.
Go for it. And this thing will... Val sort of sees what's coming when it opens, and a net goes flying out into the yard and lands in the dirt right in front of McGinnis. Val just barely dodged it.
Woo!
And her turn. She goes, "You son of a bitch." She hops over to the side here and starts charging up a shocking grasp. Bits comes running out of the bar area with a knife in her hand. And it's like, what the f... Looks over there and she goes, "Holy shit, it's alive." And that's her turn. Gavrilo.
How do I, when I'm doing the ruler, how do I pin down, like whenever Morgana was doing it earlier, she like measured and would put like a little elbow joint?
Oh, you I think click. You hold control and click, left click as you're going. And it makes a root. And you just kind of switch off the measuring tool and back to get rid of it.
Okay, I'll try that later. I turned myself sideways instead. So I'm gonna just try to run outside a little bit.
Okay.
I think I can get a little bit out the door.
Yeah, for sure you can.
And
Okay.
just wait until next time.
Takala.
Based on the fact that I'm last here, I'm gonna say Takala. He's a little tired, so he just takes a long draw on his mug of ale in front of him. He just stands up and starts to casually walk to the door, 30 feet.
Okay. Morgana.
Morgana is going to move here, then up to here. I'd moved on to Gavrilo by accident, so I'll be over here. I have a line of sight on it. Can I shoot a shot with my crossbow?
For sure.
Awesome. Here comes the natural 20 that I've been
Here it
waiting for
is.
all night. I've been
Here it
saving
is.
it up.
Yep, it's time.
Fuck.
No.
Couple steps back.
All right, McGinnis.
All right, he'll move action up here. And I can see a piece of it. I take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You can have your first non-precise shot of the night, because it's not in melee with anybody.
And it should be a +1 to damage because I didn't bake that in.
Gotcha. You hit him. He's a hurtin'. Let's see. Need that. There we go. So it's actually 5. Okay. Good. You got him. He decides that he has had enough of your crap and comes charging out the door and attempts to knock you down. Uh-oh.
Got me.
He hits you. You take 6 and are knocked prone. It comes rocketing out of that back room and knocks McGinnis to the dirt in the yard here. Val takes her scimitar swing. That's a nope. One of these days, you know. Oh, that's a hit with the shocking grasp.
Long enough.
And Yeah, it takes. Actually, she gets to go. She gets a higher damage dice on it. When she misses it with the scimitar, and it sort of turns and opens up the front like it's going to net her in the face point blank, and she just reaches in with her free hand and delivers all that electricity she's charged up, and it sort of flips over and slams into the ground violently, completely out of control of its flight systems, and sort of sparks and flops around for a second, and then lays still. It appears that electricity is super effective.
Cool.
That'd be cool if I had
Sorry,
any
guys,
spells
to
for
ask
that.
about is what time do we generally plan to go toward till?
We're quitting imminently, I think.
Okay. Just making sure. Thanks.
Oh, and if you haven't yet, don't forget your fee this week, and I hope everybody can make it next week. I had a couple people inquire about the campaign on the... God, I can't remember it. The other site that I've advertised it on. But no hard bites yet, and I haven't heard back from Gilgamesh, so I don't know if he's going to make it or not. So it might just be the four of you for a bit longer.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
mentioned last week I have a scheduled absence next week, but if you want to play my guy, that's fine. I don't want to keep you guys from this fun adventure.
I'd leave it to the group, and I think they'll probably say no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we
there's
can
only
wait.
4 of us. Yeah.
It's a small group. Maybe if we have new people, we can do something. But unless we have new people, I'd say we probably won't meet next week. But that'll give you guys lots of extra time to think about second level because you are there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo!
Cool.
Sorry, guys. I got a camping trip. Super excited.
That's great. Do it. Have an awesome time. We'll see you when you get back. And think about level 2. And level 2, no more characters swapping around shenanigans. You better be sure.
Okay.
Are we hitting level 2 like in between sessions or?
Yeah, you can level this week. Just talk to me if you have any questions about what you want to do.
Awesome.
But you're in a safe place. You're rested. The Forge Foundry here, you guys can all get a good night's sleep, food, and everything, and you wake up in the morning and make your decisions and be second level before you go back down.
That's cool.
All right, guys. Great session today.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Fun.
great job.
Good time.
Lots of progress.
Thanks, guys.
You guys were very bold. I beat the hell out of you in the middle area, and you just kept going.
Yeah.
It was good.
I did it with no spells. It was great.
Yeah. Well, Morgana, let me know. We can talk about the scroll shop in town between, you and Gavrila are the only ones who are going to care about that. So you guys just talk to me, and I'll work up a list of what they have on hand in case you want to buy something.
Yeah, I'll buy it all.
All of it?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Typical wizard.
The spell book must grow.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Yep. See you
Bye,
later.
guys.
See you guys.